The Chain of Acheron returns. All right, shut up. We're back. Hello. Hi. Hey, everybody. Matt Colville here. Welcome to the show. Here, my friends and I, who are all video game, actually, I just say game developers. Yeah, that's right. All game developers sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons for about an hour and a half, and then we take a break, and then we play for an hour and a half, or until I freak out because they've gotten farther than I imagined. Yeah. We don't do announcements or anything before we start, do we? Don't we normally just get into it? Okay, roll initiative. No, not that. Don't roll initiative. When last we left our heroes, it's been 3 weeks. Thank you very much, Phil, for running in my absence.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed myself.
Well, we immensely. I can tell you were having a good time, and we had a blast.
I mean.
And so, yeah, I think, in fact, I think some of these people are wishing we could go back to Valengard, but they're stuck playing Leech. I mean, their character.
Bloody hell.
Could be anybody. Who knows what I'm talking about? No, actually, I'm glad we saw some people in the Discord who were like, I like Phil's game better. That's one of the reasons I wanted to have other people running, is so that people could see there's lots of different ways to do this. Yeah, where do we leave our Tom? Welcome back from Norwegian Way.
Norway.
Question, how do we play this game?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Like it.
Yeah. You roll percentile dice, and then you look up on a chart, and if you get an E-crit, then you did really well. Yeah, so one of you motherfuckers is going to explain what happened last time. What happened what was the last thing that happened in this game?
Well, we wrecked the Black Iron. What's it?
Right? One. I don't know if I would call it. I don't think you
the only one that got away.
How many times did you die?
Once.
Okay.
The only one that got away was the wizard.
Oh, wizard.
They snapped a stick and off they went. And then
was that Yeastnor? Did Yeastnor just come back right then?
A little bit. There was a little bit.
We need like an electric buzzer or something every time. Every time Yeastnor comes out, we get a shock collar. We go buy a large shock collar from a.
I'm trying.
From PetSmart.
I'm trying. And then
bloody hell.
A Dragonborn.
Oh, that's right.
Paladin, I think.
Knight.
Walked in and went, Who are you lot? And that's pretty much where we left it, I believe, which would have been like the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We wanted
Good memory.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't ask me.
Forgot about the dragon.
I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think my patron restored everyone's hit points.
Oh, that's right. That's why.
I think we're all at full hit points.
But not your spells.
I did ask for spells, and you were like, nah,
Too much.
don't get greedy.
Exactly. So, yeah, you guys are at full elf.
We're at full elf, yeah.
We're full elf.
Yeah.
Unless any of you are half elf, in which case you're at half elf. And but your spells and other nonsense are
where
spent.
they were.
But we did a short rest.
No, you have not had a short rest.
I don't think
It went-
You may have rested before the Black Iron Pact, but you have not rested since.
I think those
It went from winning to the Dragonborn coming in.
Actually, you're wrong.
Who? Me?
I'm the dungeon
We
master.
did rest because he sat down and rested while we went around and started looking at, like, they were fucking around with the
But I don't think the rest has happened because I think you rested before the Black Iron Pact, but then the Dragonborn Paladin interrupted your rest. I don't think the rest finished.
Rest was interrupted.
I wouldn't have hit the short rest button if we didn't rest. And I did. I mean, all my powers are reset.
I'm looking to. I know it's been 3 weeks. I'm looking to chat in the hopes that a mod or someone will remember and can remove this ambiguity.
Dark's about to do me
Yeah,
dirty.
because Phil specifically said
Dr. Basil, MD, thank you for the gifted stuff. Dr. Basil, doctor.
Dr. Basil. Sure it's not Basil?
It could be Basil. It could be Basil.
Basil 40.
It could be. It could be.
No, Basil.
Didn't they
Like
call him
crazy.
Basil?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No. I believe you.
My backyard is overgrown with basil now.
Basil.
So, yeah. So I guess short rest. Did you guys? They rested. So yeah, G Hump says they rested for 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks. So we get twice as many.
Long rest.
So I get 15 spell slots.
Yeah.
So
But I still won't
it
use
is my distinct. It was certainly my intent that you guys not get a short rest in, because that would be contrary to my. Chat seems to think they rested. So F. As I said, you guys rested, and you recovered whatever nonsense you get back from a short rest.
Ooh. Just one spell slot.
Nothing.
I'm going to use my Pearl of Power to get a third level spell slot back.
Wow. What is
But
that?
Carrie P says that she did not note one in the recap, and she usually does.
Yeah, I
Oh.
Aha!
What? So it wasn't Derek. It was Carrie who got me this time.
I think chat.
I put my hit points back to max, but I still had the spell slots crossed out.
Yeah, I don't think you guys
You
rest.
don't.
Yeah, I still had him crossed.
Short
Yeah.
rest,
I
I
short
don't think
rest,
you
I
guys
get
get
spell
short.
slots.
He gets all his spells back on
Oh,
straight.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now that
but
we spent 20
they
minutes
were like
discussing
fucking
that.
around with some shit for like ever.
Because remember the whole thing where OD said, "Oh, this is where the thing came from," and like 20
Yeah, but
minutes
that
later,
happened
Anna
before
said,
the
"Hey,
fight. Like
here's
you
the
guys
thing
were
came from."
inspecting. You guys, the session began, or like the previous session had ended with you guys inspecting the giant crystal and trying to figure out what was going on with it. And you saw the molten gold and all that stuff happened before the fight with the Black Iron Pact.
No, I'm talking about the crystal in the room.
I am too.
Oh.
That's the only crystal. Is the
Funny.
giant diamond is the giant diamond in the room.
Okay, well,
I mean, we don't
funny
need to argue about it.
recorded
If you don't want us to have rest, we don't have rest.
I don't want you to have a rest, but what I want is to abide by whatever I said last
I'm
time.
gonna go pull up a video.
And
and check
we're gonna stop. We're gonna
We'll be
stop, and we're all gonna go in Jerry's office.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, Osai75 says we will barter a short rest for 3 more weeks of Phil DMing. If Phil were, it wouldn't be this wishy-washy. If Phil were behind the screen, he would just say one way or the other.
all I know is that all my powers are reset.
Yeah.
So I must have pressed the short rest button, and I wouldn't have done that just willy-nilly. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see what happens with the Dragonborn, because maybe we'll get a short rest opportunity right after whatever.
No, because he's going to kill us and fight us.
We'll kill him first.
Yeah, actually, Anna is smarter than me because it actually doesn't matter if you guys get a short rest or not because I don't think anything's going to happen. That is going to require. There's
Spoilers.
I think. Correct. Did I say that out loud? I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have. I said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet.
Just make us like roll initiative like randomly like.
No, but a dragonborn paladin does come in, or at least a knight. You can't tell what their class is, and they are carrying a shield, and the shield is this deep blue enamel on it, and it's split down the middle with a white line that has a starburst at the end of it.
This is a blue dragon flight?
No. The blue dragonflight are in Vasloria.
Oh, okay.
If I had to guess.
This is a gemstone dragon.
Oh.
Gemstone.
Yeah, all the Dragonborn you folks have seen in Capital have been gemstone. dragon.
Is it?
Sapphire Sky.
Well,
It's not somebody you have
It's
met.
Shooting Star, right? Is it
Yeah,
part of the
but that's
other
because
mercenary company?
it's not somebody who it's not somebody you have met before or heard of. As far as I know. To my certain knowledge, it's warm in here.
It is warm
It's a
in
bit
here.
toasty, yeah.
Shall we check?
Is the AC on? Sorry, thank you, Jerry.
Is the janitor still?
Yeah, I was sort of hoping Jason would do
It's
it.
also really hot outside today.
It is. It's like 4,000 degrees here in Los
Yeah.
Angeles, so the air conditioning has been working overtime. Big Spoon says, I'm looking at the video from the last Chain episode, and I have not seen any mention of resting.
Oh my.
But
Trigger finger.
yeah, the Dragonborn Paladin sees you, and it looks as though it's been torn up. Parts of its body are burned. There are what appear to be freshly healed wounds, scales on its body that seem to have been recently repaired. Its armor is rent in a couple of places. It seems exhausted, and it sees the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you.
Seven. Butts.
Yeah.
Is Butts here?
8.
Is
Yeah.
he counting
9.
twice?
No,
Yeah.
because he's got Odie.
Odie doesn't count.
Odie's not there.
What's Odie think about that?
Odie,
right. Odie evaporated.
I haven't
right.
brought him back yet.
But Butts is there.
Odie evaporated when
I like a rest
when you
from him.
died. I don't
Butts
blame you.
survived that combat.
Yes,
And
stinking clouds here.
yeah, Butts the stinking.
Is that what you call her? Stinking.
That's because it's one of her
Her
abilities.
specialty.
Yeah. And the Dragonborn Paladin looks exhausted, leans on her sword in its sheath for a second, and then draws her weapon and says, 6 of you. The gods shit on my pillow before I rest my head. Very well. I'll take you all on.
Excuse me?
And makes to attack.
Well, hey, hang on a second.
Why don't you calm down a little bit? Like, are you actually looking to die today?
I mean, look at us.
It looks
Are
like
you
you're
talking
looking
to
die.
me or are you talking to the kid?
I'm talking to the dragon.
We've all been through a ringer. Looks like you have as well. Maybe we can just take 5, talk this out.
Figure out whose side we're on. And what we're doing near.
We don't like the shooting star.
What is
What does that even mean?
what is that sigil on your shield?
Who says we don't like?
Does he stop? Because Slim's ready to go.
Well,
I bet Slim is.
I've also got suggestions. So if she's coming at us, like, I could always cast suggestion and say, like, put down your sword. We just want to talk.
I recognize blackguards when I see them.
Blackguards.
What? What's that word?
Yeah, what's that
It
word?
means a villain. It means a villain. I recognize villains when I see one. When I see them.
I would respectfully disagree with that assertion.
Yeah, you can't just think everybody wearing black and red is a bad guy. Come on.
How do we know you're not a villain?
She points
Who are
to
you?
she points to Judge
I'm black.
and says I am no newly hatched babe. I know well the signs of villainy.
Come on, chromatic dragons are evil. You're blue.
No, she's not blue.
I thought you said it was
The
blue.
shield, wasn't it?
No, it's her shield is a dark blue.
Oh, okay.
But she's a gemstone dragon. She's like gem encrusted. She doesn't have.
What color are the gems?
They are emerald. Matt just decided.
Emerald. That's green dragons. You're green dragon. Green dragons are
I
evil.
think it's different.
No.
Gemstone dragons are different as far as
Yeah,
like,
the only
metal
evil
alignment.
gemstone dragon is Amethyst.
Slim doesn't know that.
Gil does.
Yeah.
Now.
I gotta write this down.
Who are you?
You can't just ask somebody who they are. Sorry. Yeah. So what did she say?
We just took out 7 or 8 of the Black Iron Pact trying to break into this place.
Let me have a.
Yeah, there's dead bodies laying right in front of you.
What's one?
Headless bodies.
You think we look evil? Look at these guys.
Yeah.
None of us are
We're the good guys.
wearing the ring either.
Maybe.
So
No, but this one is
What?
a necklace of them.
A necklace of what?
Because didn't you make a necklace of the
you
rings?
made
Maybe next
You
to all their
took
fingers.
stuff.
Trophies.
Or
Did
rings.
Did you take
yeah.
the? Did you take the? Did
Yeah,
you take
rings.
the?
Took the yeah.
You took the fingers that have the rings.
Still
on.
attached to the ring.
You string them up like little dry sausages. He's not from here. These are
No, a
just trophies.
Gith, and a Hell Knight, a Tiefling Hell Knight. These are strange times, but we have a saying here in Capital: "The enemy of my enemy is my friend." How came you by these finger bones?
look
And
around you.
and she's looking at the corpses. And she's looking at the corpses and says, "What happened here? Who are these? What happened to the one that escaped?"
The one that escaped.
The wizard.
Okay.
The wizard.
Hold up.
Yeah.
How do you know that one escaped?
Yeah.
We are not done. I saw it before my eyes.
Where were you hiding?
Last.
Why didn't you join us in battle rather than watching from the shadows?
Rashness is
Coward?
the characteristic of youth. Prudence, that of mellowed age.
Fear.
And discretion, the better part of valor.
How about this? Who were you just
Excuse me?
fighting with? Who hurt you?
The Black Iron
Show us
Pact.
something.
These guys, right? These guys.
Not them, not them, not
There
them,
were
the
more.
others.
What others?
Not who are you?
We're
Who am I to be answering your questions? I am the authority here. I am the knight. Who are you?
We've got night seals. Haven't
We show our. We show our
She
skills.
shakes her head and she says,
we? We'll do that.
We're also knights.
I do not know what bodies you plundered these from.
We're the chain
But
of
I know
Acheron.
all. She is like,
I don't think I like this
No, we're trying to.
snotty dragon.
the chain of Acheron. She shakes her head.
The last of the Hell
That's
Troopers.
right.
Legendary mercenary company.
Legendary mercenary.
I haven't heard of us.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, 18.
I saw you roll an 8.
Yeah, that's a.
I was like, oh, he blew it.
An 8 is never an 8 for a bard.
It's true.
We have much to talk about. I do not recognize your authority as knights, but I may be being hasty. I do not know
Almost
your story. However, there is one left somewhere in this warren. There is one left hiding, and it cannot escape.
Let's go get her.
Well, we should probably make her aware that a wizard one teleported out.
Yeah. She'd snap
did
this.
she-
Is the
Did she
one that's
teleport,
missing
Or did she?
a spellcaster? Because one from this room.
A godbotherer, I deem, much like you.
A wizard?
Don't steal his words. Come on.
Just steal whose words? It's my words.
That's not your word.
It is my.
Get out of here with that.
It is.
Get out of here. I see your game, Matthew Colville. Get out.
No, nay, not a wizard. She says, not a wizard.
Is it
No, I
cleric?
slew the wizard.
Oh, you killed the wizard.
Yes.
All right.
We
Well, the
slew the
wizard.
godfather. There he lay.
So who's left?
She's like super interested in these bodies, but it's distracting.
I don't know this last one then. I don't know who that is.
The one that disappeared?
But she killed him, right?
Well, I don't. They're
now.
clearly.
No, that's other
Talking-
members.
she
yeah, it
fought a
wasn't the
different
same.
Oh.
You found a different group that was also the Iron Pact?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
How many of those are? How many of them are there?
Too fucking
Where?
many.
Where were you fighting this
Here.
other group?
Here in this room.
In this room.
What?
Yes.
But we were just here.
This was hours ago.
Oh.
Oh.
Where have you been since then?
Recovering.
Are any of the ones dead in here the ones that you fought?
She's like turning over the body, like kicking the bodies and kind of pushing them over with her heel to try to look at their faces. And there's one that she has to kind of like trot over to the corner and pick the head up and be like, no. And throw the head away. Yeah. She's like, no, these are a different group.
Okay.
These are the ones they sent after they knew what the first group found.
Did you fight the first group on your own?
Yes. No, she doesn't say yes. She says, I.
And killed all but one?
One escaped. One went through the door. One I slew with my own hands.
When she says door, where is she pointing to?
She's pointing to the
Crystal?
no,
The one that's still sealed.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So one of them went through this door,
Yes,
the sealed door.
I through the door.
Do you know how?
Yes,
How?
she bore a ring, not a black iron ring, another ring, a talisman, and she held it before the door and muttered, and the door opened.
Damn.
Where's the body of the one you slay?
I do not know. I thought it might be one of these.
Do you know of any way that we could get through that door and make chase?
I do not know how the witch did it.
Should we check the bodies to see if they have anything on them that might help us?
We can plunder your kills after we sort this out. And she's gonna like stomp off and go look for the one that escaped.
Let's do his favorite thing and split the party.
I need some graph paper.
I don't
Do you
think
need a small thing?
Where's she going? She
you wanna
going
loot
back
all
up
these
in the
guys?
butcher
Well,
shop?
I'll show
catch
you.
up with
No,
us?
no.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I guess.
She's going in the room you're in. She's going. So there's going to be a little bit of a retcon.
Ah.
Since the last, I don't think I've given you guys like a map of what you've explored. I may have.
Yeah.
There may be a map of what you
Yes.
guys have explored.
I don't know.
But that
if
is
that's
an old map. I now have a new map.
it. Okay.
A new, more accurate map.
Got it.
And the layout is primarily the same. The difference is that the rooms here are now all round. The rooms are all round.
Do you need this?
That'll help. Yes. Thank you. Is this what you want? Yes.
We already got it.
What?
Too
Behind
late.
you.
There he was,
Thank you, Jerry.
maintaining all the time.
Oh my goodness.
So,
If I were a better dungeon master, I would have already drawn this out.
yeah, well, Phil would have printed it out.
Yeah, you would. You're right.
Fucking colour and everything.
You are correct, but this is not. This is not.
Mutiny.
He'd have written out
I
the shot
don't blame
and
you.
everything.
To be fair, he would have had somebody else print it out for him. Come on.
It's true.
He told us. He told us that he had Parker do it.
Yep.
You had Stephen Parker do it?
Well, yeah, he's the only one with access to that printer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, because you don't want just anybody to have access to that printer. They might just start printing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like D&D maps.
yeah, right. How do we get access to it? That'd be cool.
Actually, am I going to be super picky about this? I might be. No, I'll worry about it later. Shut up.
I don't think we have any way of getting through this door if we don't have.
It's sealed with gold, right? Is that right? Is that, if I remember rightly?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
And
like a-
whatever you
Yes.
open it melted away. And
Yeah.
So the door into this room had the runes and like melted gold on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
And
this,
then there's a second door
which is golded.
that someone got through with a ring,
Well, why don't
talisman.
Why don't we go up to
Just
it? We'll have
imagine a
Butts-
person who could draw drew this.
Okay.
We'll have Butts go up and do like an Arcana check on the door because the door is obviously magical in some way or another. So Butts can probably figure it out. Maybe.
how it works or something.
Yeah, we need to recruit a senior officer wizard.
Well, you could just, all you had to do was let one of these assholes stay dead and they could make a new character.
That's not how that
You
works.
blew it. You blew it. You could have had a 7th level wizard, but no.
Everyone would have died if Leech hadn't come back. Yeah.
He probably would have leveled up or something.
Where did he go?
Another
More
unit
XP,
picture of Thor.
more XP for the people that live.
Yeah.
That's right.
A dwarf wizard.
At the very end of our big boss battle, I'm just gonna kill all of you guys so I can level up a whole bunch.
Oh, this is terrible.
Ah,
Anyway, like,
So I think a couple should go with her. A couple should
Search for.
look
well,
for.
she doesn't like me.
She doesn't like you.
well,
some
we'll leave
reason.
you here with Copper.
Me and Leech and Copper, maybe the
she didn't say anything
monsters.
about Leech.
Yeah, I would say that she probably no. Yeah, she doesn't like each other. You're not bad. You two aren't bad, but it's 2 humans and a bunch of fucking monsters.
Right, so she doesn't like
Monster.
four of us.
Yes.
You're riding a monster.
I should show her the little psionic crystal that I have. Maybe it's a piece of her hide.
All right. Well,
Let's see. So this
Slim,
is
Boots, and me. We'll go with her. We'll give Copper the bag of holding. Loot it up.
so this is where you guys came in. There's more tunnels and shit out here actually.
Well, that's where like the
I think
ladder
that's
is to.
right. Yeah.
The ladder we came down in.
Yeah, let's say the ladder's here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Has no oxygen.
got
Oxygen
it.
probably.
We got it.
Uh,
Transient.
This is the ladder
Yeah.
come down here, and then there's this wide arcing corridor that goes around here. You guys came in through here. There are doorways here and here. One of them's open, so this door is open. But then I think this door is closed.
Was that one?
Notes. And then this is the giant crystal, and this is the door that you guys can't get through.
The one that they said that she went through.
Yeah, right. And so she's just going out like this way. She's like, "Fuck this."
Okay.
I don't have to. She as she's walking out, she's like, "I'm not a mercenary."
what are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah. Right.
Well,
So are you guys going to split the party? That sounds awesome.
No, it doesn't.
So half of you guys are going to stay here and loot the room and investigate shit, and the other half are going to follow this
down the
crazy person thing.
I don't see any way we're getting through this door.
Why are we? Why are
There
we
are
gonna
runes. There are
split
runes
up?
around the door.
So I guess
we
some
want
could keep
to.
up with
We want
the dragon.
We want to loot them and see if
Tracker.
they have the amulets she's
Yeah,
talking
that's
about, so we can use them to get through.
But I don't think she has an amulet, does she? Sorry, I missed what you said. I misheard it.
Try to loot. Okay, she said the Black Iron Pact used the amulets to get through.
No,
Right.
She didn't say anything about an amulet. Well, I mean, maybe you remember.
Talisman.
She said
Talisman.
a ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
ring.
Well, they'll be wearing it if they.
She did say a talisman, but she said a ring.
I don't know.
Like a
I
talisman.
doubt these people actually have it. But
I'm just gonna
Remember the note that we found that was like use the third W to get through the door, and
Yeah.
like it'll close after a certain time,
Yeah.
right?
Walisman.
The one.
Right? No.
That's definitely it.
Okay.
They're wings.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in Ringwell.
Wing.
Wingwell.
Stand by. As I consult my notes. Yeah, so she exits to the smaller adjacent room, and then you can see her in. Where's the? You can see her here, and she's like looking around. Actually, let me erase the door that I said was already open. This one's. I don't know which one is it. It's open. Hang on, I think it's this one. This one's open. This one is standing ajar.
We can get a thingy on there.
And
I missed the portable hole.
what do you need a portable hole for?
Blimey.
Body storage.
Body storage.
What do you need to store bodies for?
This is like the default for Lars. Like,
I could have swore we already looted these guys.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
No, you guys haven't. I have all the treasure for them, and you haven't gotten
Oh,
any.
we haven't.
Oh, really?
Okay.
because he was asking me
Do you
about
remember me
magic
awarding you
items.
treasure?
No, but
I think you said you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Even if we had, you say no.
All right.
double.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, treasure.
I'm gonna watch that episode tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because I know Slim took trophies.
Correct.
He took the tattoos from the Master of Jackals and a bunch of.
Yeah. They have loot.
Oh yeah, he skinned them.
All right. So who's going after the
Stand by.
Dragonborn? Which of us?
I'm not. I
doesn't
don't even
like
know who
me.
she is.
She has
Doesn't
not.
like
She has not.
Commander, I'd
given
like
her-
to go with. I'd like to follow this
She has a lot of demands, but she's not giving
Dragonborn Knight
any information.
to find out who she is.
Yes.
Who are
Okay.
and who she works for, and where she's going.
Who's your dad?
And if we run into this, one that got away, we'll take him out.
So yeah, there's not actually. I apologize. The process of translating one map into the other has somewhat disoriented me. Pretty typically, this door is open. There's not a door here, so she comes out and she goes this way.
It's just a hallway.
All right.
I see.
And I will follow.
How are we going to catch up?
You have Big Cat.
Do we know where you are? I guess
go
I could track
fast.
you or something.
So
Okay.
who else is going with this driven, obsessed knight? You?
Us two.
Those are the only two she likes.
Well, I
right?
thought
Do you want to come with us, Slim?
We're not sure, I guess.
what does Slim want to do?
I think he wants to see what kind of goodies these
Yeah, let's
fuckers
get some
got.
goodies.
Well, then stay here and loot the bodies.
Well, but I mean,
So let's
is Captain
let's,
given an
let's
order?
go try. Let's go try to.
That's-
Let's go
no,
try to.
no,
delay
I don't think this
Okay.
is.
You and I.
I don't think this is that
Slim,
kind of scenario.
you're in charge. Loot the bodies. We're gonna try to delay her.
All right.
She killed one, so
All right, so
We're
you
talking-
see
he's obviously
Boots,
capable.
Boots and
I'm in charge.
Very
Loot the
good,
room.
sir.
Catch back up.
Slim is suddenly fulsome in his power.
A fine commander you make as well, sir.
I'm just gonna ignore it. Just start looting bodies.
Yeah, because from your point of view, he's the new guy.
Yeah.
One of the new guys.
Every new guy goes through this phase where they all of a sudden, like, higher command leaves the room and they're in charge.
So those of you who are staying behind to loot the bodies,
Yes.
you get all this cool treasure.
Hey!
Everyone else leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you can stay.
Oh my god.
Go on, me and you, let's go.
So you guys are through the process of elimination. It's difficult. Oh wait, hang on a minute. You guys left,
yes.
and you guys stayed.
Yes.
Do you guys? How can you tell if something's magical?
Can't.
I
Okay.
I can.
No idea.
Well,
I assume that at some
But I gave you the bag of holding, so just fucking
Pile
throw
it
it
in.
in there.
Yeah,
We'll
dump
sort
it
it
in.
out later.
We'll smell it later.
Yeah.
and Butts is with you guys. Actually,
Yeah.
Butts is human.
Butts
Butts human.
yeah.
No.
Or is Butts a half elf?
Is half elf.
Butts is half elf. Okay.
But the other half is human.
How do you know?
Did you just make
She
it
told
up?
me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah, have stinking
well, she's
clouds
also a wizard, right?
oh, that's true.
She does. She probably
Is
has
that
to
not-
identify, right?
Well, yeah, I'm
She
okay with
would.
that. I think that if she were a full PC, she certainly would. So this is one of those scenarios where the rules for retainers are designed to make it really easy and simple to run. But I sort of expect people who are using them narratively to grant them the kind of abilities they would have if they were using the rules from player samples. The retainer rules are just to make bookkeeping easier. They are not a means by which we describe literally everything the character can do. So it is reasonable to me in this scenario that Butts would probably be able to identify what's, at least detect magic and tell what the hell's what. There's a,
Oh, no, we go Robin. Looting.
I hope when you guys are writing this down,
Oh gosh.
Well, no.
3 of them are.
All right.
there's a magic breastplate. There's magic there's magic breastplate.
I don't know.
I'm in charge.
Yeah, delegate. Yeah, you guys.
Write that
you guys
down.
keep
Write
track
that
of shit
down.
down.
So it's quite
I'm just gonna fucking write it.
No.
Well,
no,
we all-
You're not there. You're not there, Lars.
Yeah.
You're not there.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a
you know
magic
what?
breastplate. There's magic leather. There's a magic rapier, and they are all black iron.
Whoa.
Black
They're all black. They're all black iron.
I'm interested in that breastplate.
Rapier. I
I'm
can use
also
a
interested in the
rapier.
breastplate.
I'm interested in the
breastplate?
rapier.
Does Judge have identify?
Yes.
What was the other thing? Schmuck,
But it's a
rapier,
spell.
breastplate, and
Leather.
Leather.
They're all black iron.
Well, I have, by the way, completely reworked how your character works.
Great.
But I have not. In fact, I think I'm largely waiting for our to gather some playtesters to test it because I think that
I got 2.
I can play test it.
the text is ready. The text is ready to be playtested.
Why can't I play test it?
But don't worry about it since I haven't deployed it.
Breath.
There's a vial full of oil, silvery oil. There's a potion of what looks almost like embalming fluid. There's a scroll with a spell on it. One of them is wearing a ring that is ornate and has a blue gemstone set into it that bears every sign of having been made in alloy.
It does?
Yes.
All right, I picked that one up.
Hmm.
I already have
We're
a breastplate,
teleported
so
to Ally.
breastplate's all yours.
So yeah, there's a breastplate, there have leather, there's a ring, there's a rapier, there's some flask of oil, there's a potion, and there's a scroll with a spell on it.
I actually
Silvery oil. So it's
Yeah.
like a
Silvery.
oil of slipperiness or.
have a lot
Dunno.
of spell slots. Actually, so
I
I
just
think
recast OD and get him to taste it.
I will use
That
identify.
worked last time.
I use
Bad.
identify in that ring.
It's known among the denizens of Quintessence as a ring of air science.
Ring of air science.
Correct. It functions as a ring of air elemental command.
Put it on.
You need a dungeon master.
Right out.
I know. It said I can summon an air elemental, right? But that it's like, no.
You can
you
command
can't-
them.
You can't summon an air elemental, but if there was one around, you could tell it what to do.
Mm.
Ah.
And if you kill an air elemental, you'll look it up, and it's
Ring of air science.
look up ring of air elemental command, or look up ring of elemental command. They come in 4 different flavors. You can probably guess what they are: earth, air, fire, and meringue. Cheeseburger. Yeah, the elemental plane of cheeseburger.
Legendary.
Does identify only work on one item?
I think it's like one item at a time.
Okay.
We'll have. I want Stinking Cloud to identify this
I don't
breastplate.
think she has identify.
Oh yeah.
She's a wizard, right? Wizards have like all this stuff, don't they?
Fine.
They get books and they learn spell.
Oh, you used identify.
I did.
The ring.
Myself.
Got
I
it.
wanted to I found the ring and I was just like,
You want to know? Yep.
it says one magical item or magic imbued creature or object. I learned its properties, how to use, and spells that would affect it.
Yeah.
But
I will say, and this is, I don't, my expectation is that there are certainly items that casting Identify on does not reveal everything they can do.
Yeah, that's fine.
So even though the spell says, hey, you learn what it does, there are items that are much more powerful than the spell Identify is equipped to deal with.
Hey, this is interesting. Is this true? While wearing this ring, you have advantage on attack rolls against elementals from the linked plane. And if it's from Quintessence, does that mean anything from Quintessence?
The linked plane is the elemental plane of air. Like the Wind Dukes of Akka. They're from the elemental plane of air. Yeah. You can just, Jerry quite cleverly is referencing that hack and says, just leave the items on the ground and see if your pet will step on them. And that's how you know if they're cursed or not. I would never put a cursed item in front of you people. What kind of DM would do that?
You have like 5 of them.
Yeah,
on your neck.
wait a minute.
On your neck, you have the rings. No, I guess
Are the
they're
rings
not
cursed?
I don't know. I think they're cursed, but they're.
They're not on.
find out. Yeah.
Hopefully.
They're on their fingers.
I'm going to cast Find Familiar.
I'm back! You're still alive!
Lucky enough, the great commander brought me back to life.
Are you a zombie? He starts pulling on your ears. I'm like,
Yes. Yep.
No, OD, I'm alive.
zombie leech! Zombie leech!
That's correct.
And then, OD, come here.
This is like a thing for
I'm going to vial of the silver stuff.
For what?
nothing.
Taste.
Of the silver stuff, he appears to disappear.
OD!
But he doesn't just point out the way like people who cast invisibility does. He kind of like becomes progressively more transparent until you can't see him anymore, and then he goes and comes back.
Oh,
What did you give?
that was the silver one. I gave him the oil with the
that,
silver vial, a
oil
little
of-
bit.
Why did you hand me? Oh, wait,
about
what do
the,
I-
He said it wasn't like.
She was
he
giving
said
it back to you.
He said he
You
didn't
don't
pop
need it.
like
She was done with
invisible.
it.
He like faded like a,
Oil of
Like a chameleon.
etherealness.
and then came
Yeah,
back.
I think actually in the DM's guide it says you can just tell what potions and scrolls do. I don't think you have to cast
You
identify.
taste it, right? And then you know.
I think it just says you can identify them by like by.
I like having OD.
I haven't tasted the embalming.
Yeah, okay.
I do as an inveterate NetHack player and an old school D&D player. I do like the idea that you have to do some experimentation.
I'm opening up the other vial, the embalming fluid
Uh-huh.
kind of stuff. OD. Tasted.
He tastes it. What? No.
No, what? Who are you talking
Is it
to,
detect
OD?
thoughts?
Oh, it's
I heard what you said.
It's not true. Don't listen to my thoughts.
Oh my god.
I love
Fun.
them.
This is way more fun than just identifying.
Yeah.
This is
I love them all very much. They saved me.
But it doesn't last very long.
Oh,
What does that
yeah.
So like detect thought or something.
And there's a scroll. The scroll,
I saw
which
you
you
could
just
talk
read.
to Infernal. Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, the scroll is a scroll of Circle of Death.
Taste
Whoa,
the scroll.
nice.
Wow.
Circle of Death. Blimey. And so we think the embalming fluid was like a truth serum. No, thoughts. Sorry,
Okay.
read
Maybe
thoughts.
check thoughts, I think.
Oof.
Well, you already know this stuff's magic, and I'm kind of
That's cool.
yeah. And there's I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't, as soon as you can, just identify this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's going to make a difference at this point. The breastplate is a breastplate +1.
Oh, it's a +1?
The leather is +2.
That's for.
And keep in mind all of this stuff, like the leather, the links holding it together, and the way it's embossed all has the black iron pacts.
It has it on.
Yeah. Though the breastplate is black iron breastplate.
We got to cover that up.
It's the same stuff the ring is made out of.
But it doesn't have any symbology on it.
I don't think
Oh.
it does. I'm not sure what kind of. I'm not sure what kind of iconography would be on if it were. I don't think it does. You basically know what the oil and potion is. You know what the scroll is.
There's the
You know what the
rapier.
ring is. The rapier is it's called Dancer.
Dancer.
Wow,
It's a +2 rapier. If 2 of your attacks against one creature hit on one turn, you get an extra attack on the same target.
Wow.
I'm not there.
Yeah, you're not there.
But it's cursed.
It's cursed.
Black iron,
Worth.
But
Can't you
What's
concentrate?
Worth in it?
maybe.
you probably can too.
I can desecrate things.
Well, you could desecrate something and then,
In the name of Asmodeus.
I mean, desecrate just means ruin. And so you could consecrate a temple to Asmodeus.
How do I, if I wanted to consecrate that rapier,
Oh, I see.
how do I do that?
Consecrate and desecrate are term. Well, that's a good question. How would you make it like
Make some rules.
How would you make it an unholy rapier? Is what you would want to do. I think there's actually a spell called consecrate, desecrate. There used to be, but it's not permanent. So there are probably some rituals. There's probably some rituals. A ritual you'd have to perform. Some ingredients you would need, and some time. And then if you cast the spell and do the ritual and have the ingredients, then you could desecrate this weapon. But generally speaking, desecration and consecration are things you do to altars and temples, places. Right? It's a process of defacing the iconography of whatever god a given room is devoted to, and then festooning it with the symbology of your own god.
Apparently there's not.
That was a paragraph.
Yeah.
Got it. Festoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, festoon.
So you're gonna have to come
I paid
up with
$4
something,
$4 for that.
There's nothing like that in.
There's a spell called Ceremony in Xanathar's Guide.
Oh.
I cast
What's that
ceremony,
phony ceremony?
and Judge and Leech are now married.
The happy couple.
I'm pretty sure that's how it was
I cast
designed to be used.
ceremony, coming of age.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
I cast
Be a
Festoon.
real boy.
The marriage, sir.
Absolutely not.
Butts,
Don't touch me.
Butts is super interested in the door.
Good. I'm gonna have a roll Arcana check on it.
Okay.
Anything up here over there, Mr. DM?
Go for it.
Okay. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay.
Butts explodes. Nails was there.
Oh, good. I'll leave her dead this time. Ceremony.
Yeah. It's like 14. I have 14 pages of notes, so I realize for those of you watching, this may be somewhat tedious. I don't blame you. Jake Bacon says, "Cut to 2 weeks from now. Boots has always been an evil bard." So this door, this is a massive metal door. that has runes in it and also these strange geometric channels running through it that are now empty, and there's a pool of gold at the bottom of it. And surrounding the door in a semicircular pattern is a frieze. It's a series of carved figures depicting a story. And there's one arc going around the door like this, and then there are two smaller arcs that inscribe around the door, and those two smaller arcs have words written in them. And Butts is in the process of trying to figure out what all this symbology means.
I can read
She's
that.
gonna call over. Yeah, she'll call over Leech because she knows that Leech can read any like written
Yes,
language.
but
I think.
She says, I think this is ancient. I think this could be, she wouldn't say neo-modern, but this could be Middle Kalian, but I think it's Old Kalian, and I don't.
Allow me. I will look. I'm reading it.
Okay, well, I can tell you what it says,
Very
but I'm not going to. I'm going to write it down.
Don't say the first word out loud. Or the last one.
This is
Because that's
difficult to read. This is one of those times where I
W.
need to relax.
Boots and I are out there just saying "ma'am" over and over again.
Ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Man, please.
This is amazing. I fucking love that you guys split the party for this. You guys are my favorite.
I'm about 50-50 on the sincerity of that statement.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'm sure it's sincere, but not, maybe to our detriment.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's. Excuse me. How about I look?
Definitely.
Yep,
a
How about I
soundtrack.
face the microphone and cough?
Yes. Definitely the way to do it. The louder the better.
That way-
There's the metagame attitude, which is never split the party, right? But I don't like that. I think it's cooler if knowing or suspecting that people are going to get in trouble and there's going to be danger anyway, it's still cool to say our characters don't know that. We know that, but our characters don't know that. So you guys do this and we'll do this, and that makes fair. So the first sentence, Mr. O'Driscoll,
Have you written this in Hebrew like you always do?
I've written it. I was going to make a joke. That's sexist. Why can't it be Shebrew? The first sentence is written forward. The second sentence is written backwards. And so it takes you a second to understand what the heck is going on. And there is an explosion, and both Butts and Leech are hurled across the room. 1 in 6 chance
Of death.
of death. 1 in 6 chance they survive. 1, 2, 3, it's Butts. 4, 5, 6, it's Leech. I rolled a 5, as far as I could tell.
Sandstone.
Maybe I should use the black dice. Which means
Contagious.
right? Yeah, we're all dying. Which means Butts just flies backwards and skitters across the floor, kind of on her butt, and Leech slams into the giant diamond. And Leech takes 7 points of slamming damage. Or damning slammage.
Slammage.
Damning slammage.
And there's a burst of light, and there is a giant. Hey,
That was the light.
This isn't good.
no. Well, it depends on your point of view. I think it's great.
Well,
I'm glad we had that short rest.
Yeah, fuck that. Short rest.
Nothing's gonna happen, guys. Don't worry.
I mean, we didn't, right? Do we?
I'm the worst. I don't know why. Yeah.
by the way,
You heard the
earlier
light, right?
when you were whipping a piece of paper around, talking to Anna, and I tried to move my hand up. It's because you were holding your monster in front of my face.
Oh, that I know. Yeah.
I'm like,
Blimey.
move it out of my
that's right,
fucking
yeah.
Oh, I
face.
see.
I can't not read what it says if you keep putting it in front of my face.
Lars, are you accusing me of waving my monster in front of you?
Yes.
HR.
I'm in.
I tickle with that one.
There is a. Yeah. You're not there.
Propose.
You're not there.
I'm not there.
You're there, but you already know what this is. Your characters don't see this, but
Well,
the
we're
rest of
outside
you
yelling, ma'am.
see this giant,
shit.
giant
shit.
robot looking shows up.
Shit.
This giant robot looking thing goes up and says,
wheel.
and you hear a voice say, "This effect cannot be uncaused," and it's initiative. But we'll pick that up after we find out what happens to you other motherfuckers.
Oh my god, scene change.
Meanwhile,
Ma'am, pardon me, ma'am. So now I got to figure out where the other thing is.
All I read.
What are you vagabonds doing down here?
Say this word.
We were sent to stop the Black Iron Pact.
What's the last word?
The deuce you are.
Cycle must be broken.
Who sent you? You're mercenaries. You're mercenaries, or I've never been a knight.
We've told you who we are. Why don't you tell us who you are?
My armor class is higher without it.
yeah, what are you a knight of?
She holds up her shield. I'm a knight of the falling star.
Falling Star.
Falling Star. Okay.
Who do you work for?
Hast thou not eyes? Can you not see? I've served Saint Isabella.
Fucking mouthy.
You were going to kill him.
What's the name of that fucking wiener? Not that one.
Oh, also the non-magical gear from the Black Iron Pact guys you find is really valuable. Like all of their stuff is really finely made. It's worth. We're talking. Some of it. None of it's in gold pieces or gems. Some of it is jewelry. A lot of it's like. It's not. They don't have like necklaces and stuff, but they have. If there's a clasp, it's often very ornate. It's made out of precious metals.
Which house is the?
Sell it.
It's like 700 gold.
Treasury!
It's like 700 gold worth of.
I gave
Navarro.
If you sell it.
Navarre.
I gave
Judge.
the breastplate.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Phil. Insulin.
What did you say?
But you do not have it on yet.
No.
Correct. You guys, the rapier you can use, the potion, the armor you guys have not had time to equip.
Yeah.
What did she say her saint was?
Isabella.
Saint Isabella, the just, the bright, the even-handed.
So you work under House Navarre.
I work for the church. House Navarre's is. We are happy that House Navarre is our patron. A noble house.
Well, you said yourself the enemy of your enemy is your friend. So let's make friends and find this enemy and make them dead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remembered all that. Okay. Great. So she leads you folks this way, and there is another silver door. It's like this one,
Okay.
right? And it is closed.
Blimey.
And she pauses in front of the door and says, "Are you ready to fight?"
I cast the fight.
If we must.
Ready as I'm gonna get.
There is no time to rest. And she opens the door.
I can
She says, "Let us see what fell creatures
cast it.
dwell within."
Wait, within what? Is this where the one that escaped went?
She doesn't know. She's just kind of randomly.
She's running around opening random doors in Ringwell.
Yes.
This was a terrible idea.
Yeah. She's
What's-
sort of monomaniacally hyper focused. Keep in mind, she's also like fucked up.
yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
badly wounded.
So why don't we rest a moment so we can heal you?
Can I try and stop her from opening the door?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I see if I can just grab the door handle and be like, give us like a minute to like figure out what the fuck is going on?
It's back to Copper's like, ma'am.
If you rest, we can heal your wounds.
Are you ready to fight? You seem a bit
I am.
scrambly right now.
I'm a knight of the falling star.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're trying to become a corpse of the falling star. Like, did you come down
I'm
here
not a
alone?
coward. Yes. Alone. Yes.
Self-preservation.
Do
isn't
you know
being a
what's
coward.
beyond this door?
I know that somewhere within this complex is another member of the Black Iron Pact, and if they escape, then I will be shamed.
Right. You saw them go through the door in that other chamber we were just in.
Yes, that door is. Yes. She still has her hand on the
Yeah, I do too.
on the thing, and she's like, "Yes, it was I who closed the door."
Okay. What if?
If he went through it, why did you close it and not follow him through? Or them, whoever.
I was guided by Saint Isabella. I do not know. I cannot put words to the feeling except that I knew the door must be closed. And I acted. And in my haste, the other escaped.
And is Saint Isabella telling you that it went this way? Or are you just running around?
Yes. She says just like that.
Okay. Don't think I need to make an insight check on that one.
So like you're over here probably because you're grabbing her. So she's got her hand on the thing and she says, "Let go my hand or it is battle between us."
As you wish.
She opens the door.
You have sleep.
I've got hypnotic pattern. Let's let her go in, see what's in this room. If it's fucked up stuff, hypnotic pattern, all of our problems are solved. We can go back and
She opens the door and she's like, "Ha!" and pulls her sword out. Inside the room, it's a circular room. It's another circular room, right? So it's
okay.
And is there a room past this one? There might be. I got more now. Jerry has given me more paper than I need. Where's my map? Phil, how do you do this without just constantly getting lost in your own notes?
I don't know.
I was so excited for tonight that I sort of grossly over-prepared, and so now I've got like probably 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, I only print out what I'm going to use.
Yeah, not me.
What I expect to use that night.
If I was smart. One of these days I'll figure this out. So there's a circular room. It's about 30 feet, circa 30 feet around. And there is another door beyond it. And the walls of this room look like marble. And it glitters. The walls, the floor, the ceiling are all made out of this glittering marble.
Okay.
And there is a glyph in the center of the room. And the glyph is a light. It's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
And at the edges of the glyph, it's a strange geometrical pattern. But all along the edges of it, there's like a wall of light that rises up to the ceiling. And the wall shimmers with the same prismatic glow that you see sheathes Slim's sword when he uses a psionic crystal.
Oh.
And beyond this transparent prismatic wall, there is a woman standing there facing the door. And she has a black iron ring on.
Mm-hmm.
Kill her! Not that.
Is this your escapee, Sir Knight?
Lady,
Lady Knight?
I have been a man, but not in this instance.
So that's a maybe?
Yes, this is our quarry. But this
Right.
this woman, this human woman, is standing there, and she's also been in battle. Her face is bruised. Her armor, I think I'm not sure she's wearing armor. She's wearing like a nobleman's outfit is torn, but otherwise she seems well composed and somewhat wary. And the Dragonborn Knight runs in. "This is our quarry!" she shouts.
We've backed her up this far. I mean,
Yeah. I'll cast Hold Person on the Black Iron Pact person.
What magic do you have on you? Wait, where you cast Hold Person. You don't go in the room.
I haven't gone in yet.
Right.
We can see her from where we are,
You
right?
can. You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off the spell.
Assume that means it does nothing.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
The Dragonborn Knight, the gemstone Dragonborn Knight, runs in and swings her sword and hacks at the prismatic wall. And her sword, it bounces off and it visibly, physically hurts her. It's like she slammed her sword against metal, and that feeling of like taking like a bat, like an aluminum bat, and swinging it as hard as you can into something, and it just into something immovable,
Like a mailbox.
and it just completely like a what?
Like a mailbox.
I wouldn't know, but
I
yeah,
wouldn't know.
but something immovable, and the shock just it kind of throws her back, and there's a spark of prismatic energy, like little tiny crystals flying off of it, but otherwise the barrier is unchanged. And when the knight recovers, and she has to kind of like she hacks at it again, and she's just going to continue to bash at this thing, and nothing happens.
Ma'am. Your attack isn't working. Maybe you should calm down a little bit. Maybe we should approach this after thinking
Is that
about it a
how
little bit.
King says it?
That's how Lars says it.
Yeah. What does King say?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
Something to that effect.
Lady Knight,
Lady Knight.
stand back.
Ladies for night.
I'm gonna try something.
She stops. It's not clear if she's stopping because of what you said or if she's just
Because she's
exhausted.
hurting herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But she stops.
All right.
And you can see the woman behind the semi-transparent prismatic wall is looking at from the knight to you. And I'm like,
All right. I'm gonna say to the knight, ready an attack just in case this works. Like, save your energy. And I will cast Dispel Magic from the mandolin
okay.
on the wall, on the prismatic wall.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you standing?
I am
Are you
standing.
still outside the door?
If the room is a circle with a wall dividing it down the middle.
Yeah.
If the knight is at the wall, I'm basically halfway between the knight and the door.
So here's where you guys are.
Yep.
Right. And where are you?
So if there's wall,
There's prismatic wall is like right in the center.
yeah. I'm like inside the door. I'm basically like standing behind and aside the knight.
What items do you have? Like
Let's see.
what magic do you have?
All kinds of shit. Well,
Yeah.
I've got Scipio's family short sword.
Right, yeah.
I've got this mandolin. I've got the boots.
Oh, you cast the spell from the mandolin?
Yes.
So when you go to play the mandolin, normally the things you play with the mandolin sound amazing. Right?
Well, bard. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's just a mandolin.
Oh. Huh.
Like you can you can definitely hear the difference between it's the same you've heard him play this tune before, but now it's just plink plunk plink plink plink
16
plunk.
chords
Like,
versus 4 chords.
yeah, it's like the difference between an electric guitar and like now it's suddenly an acoustic guitar. Like suddenly it's
Not as cool.
correct.
Got him.
Correct. Yes. Anything else? Anything else magic you got on you?
Don't answer.
I've got that crossbow. That triple
That's right.
crossbow.
Yeah, that's not magic though. That's
Then-
just clever.
Oh, and there's I've got
You have the boots.
I did take one of those rings.
One of the black iron rings?
Yeah.
Like you have, but it's not on a finger. You guys found one ring that was not on a finger.
Yeah.
Who has that one? Is it you?
I don't think it's me.
Not me. I have the ones I have are all on have a finger in them.
Okay.
I have one that I like prized off of the of
And
that
that was
guy's
when we were looting.
finger.
With their
Well, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but the eyes on the Mooncat's boots close when you walk in the room.
Okay.
like some kind of anti.
I probably have not noticed that.
King might notice.
All right.
So it's a prismatic wall. We can see the wall.
Yeah,
right?
it's shimmering. It's shimmering, and it's light. It's made of light. It illuminates. It casts like a rainbow shadow. What are you laughing at, Tom?
Just Turkish peeber is still in my hand.
Wow.
Tom tried to poison us earlier tonight with some Norwegian candy.
Sorry.
I would hesitate to call it candy.
Well, I mean, 90% of it was awesome.
Yeah.
Tom went on vacation
brought
to
it
Norway, his homeland, and he brought back a ton of awesome, delicious candy and some Turkish peanut. And it was not awesome.
Spicy licorice.
Yes.
Salty.
Yes. Salty. Yeah.
So salty.
Anyway. Yeah, so you see, like, it casts this rainbow shadow across the stone, across the marble of the floor, and it like changes, the colors change, like they shift and move, but they don't stop you from seeing inside.
I'm going to step directly behind the knight
Right, okay.
so that the light from the wall
Okay, yeah.
isn't hitting me.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and play the mandolin
Nah, it doesn't
in
work.
the shadow.
No.
All right, I'm going to go back to the butcher shop.
If you just find us there.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Now we're about to get attacked by fucking robots.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. Yeah, the woman behind the prismatic wall like raises one eyebrow and says, perhaps I can negotiate with you. And the Dragonborn Knight says, no! And attacks the wall again.
Yeah, so she's not really in a talking mood, but I mean, I'm always down for a chat, if you like. I think you're the last one left.
I'm the last, she says, I'm the last one here. I suspect I'm not the last one left.
I mean, we'll consider that a minor technicality for the time being. Is this wall you're doing? Or did you get stuck in here?
The latter, I'm afraid.
Ah. I mean, this is like classic, I don't know where you guys have been, but we've been to the Astral Sea, we've been to Quintessence. I mean, you learn these type of things, but you never just walk right into a room with a glyph on the floor. Like that's 101. That's really basic stuff.
She looks down at the glyph on the floor and says, it was not illuminated thus when I entered. She can't do this. If she could, she would.
Fair enough. Rookie mistake.
Perhaps there's some trade that could be made for my freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm a mercenary, so.
Ah, she says, excellent. And the Dragonborn turns and looks at you and says, I knew it. And spits on the ground.
I mean, I figured that'd be her reaction.
She's Black Iron Pact. She works for Ajax.
Things may not be what they seem, she says to King. Come in, she says. You in the hall. Let me see your face.
I step back. Put my arms up. Tap my foot.
It's lousy.
Ma'am.
You're in no place to be making demands.
Well, she hasn't made a demand yet.
She
She
puts
told
her
me she
hand
told me
up.
to get in the
She
room.
puts her hand up against the wall, and it you see it kind of glow around her fingertips, and she presses and pulls it back. I may have information that would be of great value to you, depending on who your employer is.
Is she wearing black iron gear as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
She's got the gear, she's got the ring. She's the one that the knight saw go through that second door in the main chamber.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk a step closer and touch the wall.
Same thing happens to you that happened, or it does.
Like it's
because you see this kind of like, it's like but it feels like it's glass.
okay.
It feels solid.
Tis firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it does. You see it almost like you're touching one of those like plasma balls, right? Where it goes around your finger. That's what it looks like. And she's so now you're standing like this far away from her.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to sort through this one.
Who do you work for? She says. Who pays you?
We need to lie.
Hey, wait, you can't. Wait, hey, we need a law. Is that just?
You have a chain sign? You good?
Huh?
He can't see. You can't.
Oh, you're this way, I guess.
He's Jay's in the box in the back of
But I can go.
You hear King go. Do you turn around?
I mean, I'm not just gonna like, you know. I'm thinking of how Boots would answer this question.
Yeah. You could, of course, you could come into the room.
I'm not getting baited by her. Fuck that. I know who you are.
But what would King do?
Huh? Not go deal with a fucking person who works for Ajax.
Yeah.
Ajax killed my boy.
Appearances can be deceiving.
What in this context could you possibly mean by that?
You're the Chain of Acheron, she says.
Yes.
I recognize your livery.
Not the entire chain,
No.
but one of them.
No, I've read the broadsheets. The chain needs allies.
Yeah, but if you read the broadsheets, you also know that we're not exactly on allies type of terms.
What does that mean? What does Boots mean by that?
You work for Ajax.
Who told you that? She says.
And you killed a bunch of our men. Just yelled that through the room.
There's no blood on my hands, she says.
There's blood on the Black Iron Pact's hands.
Well,
We found your bars.
not mine.
Roll my eyes into the back of my skull.
Oh.
I mean, I see no reason, like...
Is it this? And she does something that you haven't seen somebody do before, which is she takes the ring off and tosses it on the ground, and it kind of bumps against the prismatic wall.
Puzzling.
And she shows that her finger is not.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Do you know how to get out of here? She asks. Because if you do not, actually, she doesn't say, do you know how? She says, do you have the means to bring this wall down? Because if you don't, then we have nothing to speak about, and I may be trapped here forever.
Yeah. About that.
I mean, even if we don't, we're her best bet for getting out of there. So there's no reason for her to stop talking to you.
Right. Oh, I'm trying to think. It's like right on the tip of my brain. I'm like, what? Okay. What? What is going on?
What?
Who are you?
Ma'am?
Man.
Like, I just remember last week when the hag had some crazy reaction to something, and we were all like, what is it? And I was like, Phil, what does that mean? Phil, just tell us what's going on. Can we move those cameras?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we're about to go get to eat some Norwegian chocolate.
I'm stumped.
Whose book is this? Why is this here?
It's his. I was looking at ceremony and it does nothing for me. There's nothing about consecration in there.
Consecration. Oh, look at that. That's perfect.
Yeah, you can
Wait, I
now
thought-
unmarry yourself with
I thought we
leech.
got married, yeah. Looking forward
Oh,
to the,
I just saw
Unless it's done in a Church of Asmodeus, I will not
forward to-
recognize it.
there used to be a spell called consecrate/desecrate.
It might be a higher level
And,
thing.
Desecration.
I don't know if there is in 5th edition. But the nice thing about 5th edition is that obscure spells from previous editions, with one exception, typically still work normally, and are easy to translate. So let's 5, 10, 15, 20. So I guess we'll just. This is obviously not a perfect circle. It's not. What?
So let's see. We can ask her why she can take the ring off.
I do all this work.
I just demand perfection, Matt.
Hello, chat says hello.
Because it
Hello, chat.
I
Hello.
think
Hello.
I learn next level or have access to it next level.
So
I was looking
here's
at that.
the way in. Here's the.
I feel like that's just an illusion. Like, and I feel like this prismatic wall thing is probably her doing as well.
Slim, Copper, Big Cat, Leech, and Judge. Do me a favor, put your characters out here.
Ah, that's us.
Oh, I'm over here somewhere.
No, the other judge.
Well, you
Judge.
Here you go.
Bludge.
Is Judge up there?
Here he is.
Oh, thank you.
Judge George and
Judge George.
Here's Stinky.
what was the other one?
Judge George and Executioner.
Yes,
Executioner.
yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, forgot the last part.
Judge
So-
George and Executioner.
The door that we opened is the one over on there? That side?
So
The door butts and Leech were reading is here.
And I got thrown back onto the
And you
crystal
got thrown here. Butts got tossed all the way over there.
there. And I guess
See you later,
OD would be
Butts.
laughing at me somewhere there.
The room's actually a little bigger than this. It's 70 feet across.
Put me in there, Coach.
I do not have
Where would you like to be?
an appropriately sized min. Because Jason
got
Hasenauer
slim.
has not.
We're fine.
In that
Man.
empty space to the left.
That's not.
Over here?
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but you could grab it. That's the closest thing you got.
Is
Oh,
it?
that thing. That
I
mini
mean,
again.
they're both circles.
Only wasn't making cops.
Well, yeah, it would be nice. I think probably the time it would take him to model and 3D print a mini would be greater than the time he spent on this dope ass map.
Nah, he's a professional.
I can't wait for you guys.
Is this his dope ass Matt?
This is his dope.
Oh, I thought it was this.
No, that's something I just drew. I don't know if you noticed. I just drew that.
Well, you know. Blimey, what's that mini? Where did that
That's the
come
one from last time that he pulled out for
Yeah, I don't have a.
flesh.
I don't have. Jason hasn't brought. Jason's brought some of his Warhammer minis in, but the fantasy ones, not the sci-fi ones. So we don't have. He hasn't, if he brought more, if Phil had brought his Cador minis in.
What is it, a robot?
Yeah, it's basically a robot. Correct.
Like a
Inexorable.
bipedal robot?
No, it's not bipedal, but but that would be close. A robot would be better than no robot.
I gotcha.
Oh.
A Gundam.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jeez.
Perfect.
Takes up.
Boom.
Oh my god.
I turn and run. I turn and run.
Does it take up every space?
Okay.
I've got Bender, which is a little smaller.
Yeah, I put Bender down.
It's a little smaller.
I got
I think
a
that one was running out of battery.
disinterested Winnie the Pooh.
I turn on the charger.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, it's on a battery.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Come on, legs.
A Green Ranger.
All right, so we roll initiative.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
It is
Oh.
initiative.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now?
Let's have a look again.
It's initiative for everybody except King and what's
You want to go think on this and eat chocolate?
That's
Judge.
Leech. That's
Actually, I could use a
VOD.
Turkish
What's
peeper.
that for now?
Get some Turkish
Judge. It's
fever.
in turn 16.
It is
So deep.
9.
Slim,
20.
Leech.
15. And if you want ODs, it was 11.
Can we not just have OD go on your turn? Do you care?
I don't care, no.
Let's do it all at once.
It's
I thought
just-
we were doing that.
No, we were giving OD
doing
his own initiative.
I mean, that's just what it says in the rules. At first, we weren't. We were doing OD
Yeah.
on my turn, and then
Yeah.
someone, I think in chat, was like, and
Yeah, but it's for me.
me,
For me, your follower should always go when you go. Otherwise, it's just a
Easier.
huge pain in the ass.
That's how I
okay,
do it.
then OD will be the same.
That's how I do it.
Or
too.
just at the same time, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
OD goes when you go.
All right, so 15.
Copper.
11.
Leech, what's your dexterity? I presume it's not 20.
Leech's dex is 18.
Got it. So it's this person,
Battery's
and
not on
then
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows how to do it.
and then this person, and then Kubrick, and then Judge. Stop. Judge.
George. Oh.
Slim, there's a giant robot here. It's literally the picture I showed you guys.
This is like kind of like a circular.
It looks like a wheel, and there's this glowing mechanism in the center, and the spokes radiating out from the center are robotic hands that are all grabbing and like pulling, like a perpetual motion machine, pulling the wheel. It doesn't have a face or anything like that. And it arrives on the scene, and when it teleported in, it says, this effect cannot be uncaused.
This effect cannot be uncaused.
No, it says this effect you cannot uncause.
Cycle.
Is what it says.
Must be broken.
Cycle cannot be broken.
Have I ever seen anything like this?
Make a Arcana check.
6.
No. No, I mean, it might be, it's vaguely familiar to you in a sense because you're from the Astral Sea. It's some kind of like fucking cop.
Cop?
Yeah.
Like a
Police. Well, yeah.
like some sort of guardian or enforcer. You know?
Like the like not, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's on the tip of your tongue. There was some, you knew at some point, you had some lifetime of experience where you dealt with this. You're just having a really hard time accessing it because it competes with all the other lifetimes of stuff you've accumulated in the Astral Sea.
All right.
So, but yeah, it's Slim's action.
Well, I assume, I mean, it's aggressive.
Don't mind.
I think Slim is going to assume based on what it says, and I assume its movements and stuff back it up, that it's attacking. So
Yeah, I mean, it's going to attack you.
So I will
Slim!
attack first.
Judge goes last. Copper.
11.
And Big Cat Copper goes next to last. And King is not there. Boots is not there. And where's Leech? Where's my Leech? Anna, have you just never made one of these for Leech?
No, she didn't.
Make your own.
But they didn't have to make their own.
But
That's
you
why I like
work.
them.
But you work here.
Fair enough.
Oh,
That's
charming.
because I like them. Leech goes at some point.
What are you pouting?
All right. Well,
Leech goes at some point.
get me up there,
Okay.
close to him, so I can
I don't know.
whack him.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Whack 'em. God.
All right, here we go. Does he have a head?
No.
Nah.
Does not have a head. Cannot be beheaded. Unheaded.
Can that be vorpaled?
You cannot vorpal.
That is a
He's
shame.
unvorpalable.
21.
21.
The AC 21 hits.
Okay.
What's the? Does somebody have?
You feel as soon as when you get, so from where you're standing, definitely. But as soon as you got for like here, as soon as you cross like this line, basically, you calm down.
Ooh.
You definitely feel like there's an edge that you didn't even realize you had, that you relied on. It's gone. And it's definitely like the presence of this thing is it's doing something. It makes you kind of like feel like you need some caffeine or some shit. Anyway,
Tired?
I wouldn't say tired exactly.
Is it exhaustion?
No, not really. It's just that there was like I said, it was like an edge that he had a minute ago. It's gone now.
Well, if he's
So he didn't realize like this is like normal, probably how like normal people feel. Normal people aren't exhausted, but Slim's like I'm not a normal person, you know. But that's kind of anyway. Anyway, what the hell does that mean? Who knows?
I don't know if it's like a police if he's trying to calm the crowd
Yeah,
down or
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
Some kind of like
Where's the?
Nothing to see here. There's nothing
Yeah,
to see.
yeah.
Please move on.
Where's the
Look at
piece
the
of
red line.
paper with like the
Oh, whatever.
warning that the?
that one?
No.
Oh, the forbearance
Actually,
one.
yeah. What did that say?
I mean, technically, you wouldn't know yet.
So,
Correct.
So
Let's read it
15,
aloud.
15 damage for the first attack.
Thank you, Matt O'Driscoll. How much?
You know, I've done this
15.
DM stuff.
15?
King
You know
of-
that probably makes a
Someone
difference
say that.
actually.
Second attack.
How would you know that?
Would butts have known it? Did you speak it aloud to open the
That's,
door?
No, I just read it.
26.
26 hits.
As we say, you wouldn't maybe one of those. I would have told you.
And another 15 damage.
Nice round number.
I'm not using any of my superiority dice yet. I want to see what this guy is capable of.
Willie Trombone says its alignment is lawful. You know what his favorite food is? Falafel.
Waffles.
Waffles and falafels.
Falafel.
Waffles and falafels. Are you done? Is that your round?
I am done.
It goes.
No.
Time.
Whoa, this is time?
Time.
It's a clock.
What if we
It's a
killed
giant clock rolling towards us. Clock, I said.
Yeah, we heard you.
It glows for a second, and you see it go, and it spins in a circle in place, and now it's like vibrating, and it's done.
Gonna hit you.
Uh-oh.
Sanic.
Did it when I hit it? Did it seem like it did anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's like you fought constructs before. It's not fun because it's kind of that thing you saw with the knight slamming her sword, and it's not fun. But the Vorpal sword does a pretty good job cutting through even solid objects, and so you're definitely making all the progress you would expect to make.
Okay.
Is it my adamantine sword?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Leech.
You have that? Or?
Is it facing me when you say it's getting when it?
It doesn't have a. I mean, it's a wheel.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, it's
Wheel on
no,
at me?
it's well.
Or is it wheel on at-
Yeah, it's sure. Yes, absolutely. Pointed right at you.
I'm getting out of the way a bit then, just in case it's winding up to come in the way. Actually, no, I'm going to send OD next to him to annoy him. Right. And then I'm going to. I don't want to be run over there. I think I'm curious of Will. Can I go in a straight line? Okay. So I'm going to go. I'm going to come over here next to.
Yeah, you've completely thwarted it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go and they can't do anything.
Fuck off. And then I'm going to blast it. Do I get advantage because I'm asking OD for help, right? He's using a help action. He goes on my go.
Sure,
I get advantage, right?
I guess. I don't.
It can attack. It can
Is that
only-
how the help action works? I think it does. Does it? He uses his action and grants you advantage.
Yeah.
Is that straightforward? Then
I
yes.
believe so.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up, but I trust you.
Okay.
I know you have looked it up.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'm just used to it. Helping being it doesn't matter.
I've not used it much on my go because he's had his own initiative,
fair
so
enough,
I've tried
fair
to
enough.
get him to help others.
No, don't worry. Yeah.
But I think
Yeah, he's definitely able to distract it, which makes it unable to concentrate on defending itself against you.
got it.
That's how it works.
18
What do you do?
plus 9. Oh, I'm Eldritch Blast.
Oh, you rolled an 18.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 18 plus 9. Yeah, you definitely hit.
Do you know what? I haven't played League for 4 weeks. I can't remember. Do I have to roll on each
Yeah.
hand, don't I? Okay, so 18 on one.
Mhm.
And my other one, also an 18. And then what does he get? 1d10 plus 4 on each of those. Going blind. Where's it gone? There it is. So that's a 9. So that one does 13, and that one does 7.
So 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, your. So you notice now that your Eldritch Blast, when you fire it, it looks a little different than it used to.
It's not got the celestial golden glow to it.
It's now it seems as though it is streaked with sapphire.
Whoa. I don't know.
Oh,
Copper and big
that
cat.
sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Also,
Did it hurt it? Did it look like it did anything? I mean, it wasn't a...
because can I move these? Are these feet?
Yeah.
There.
Make it a
Now I'm just
4x4.
want to get to actually like where its feet actually show you where it is. There we go. Perfect. So it's in those squares. So you are 5, 10.
Oh, no.
You are still within 15 feet of it. Yeah. So from where you're like when you get up, yeah, you notice that like even though there's this crazy battle coming on, you don't feel like the same rush of adrenaline you would normally. You're not tired. You don't feel like you're falling asleep. There's definitely this edge that you normally have when there's a fight that you don't feel like you have right now.
If I just glance at OD, is he acting a bit differently as well?
No, not really.
No, he's just as usual.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything other than going, and trying to distract the thing.
Okay, well, excuse yourself. All right. I'm done.
That was Leech's Copper and
Yeah.
the big
Okay.
cat.
I'll do a hunter's
You are
mark.
also within 15 feet of it, correct? 5, 10. Oh, you're way far away. You're far away. Yeah. You feel fine.
Okay.
This guy's name is Time. Time.
Yeah, where's yeah. Oh, that would have been great, is to bring out the fucking clouds and the Magneto for when he talks. That would be perfect.
21. 21 hit.
21 does hit. 21 is its armor class.
Yeah, and I did a hunter's mark on him also. So it's extra d6 for 7, 13 damage for the first hit. Chink. And then one more time. Ooh, that probably misses. 14 miss.
Correct.
We don't know.
Uh,
we know it's AC?
Not yet.
Right now it's 21.
Right now, okay. Okay. Blimey.
Now attack with big cat.
Is attacking. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
10 feet away. It's got a range attack.
Thank you, Reagan. I'll just read this for everybody. Help in combat. You can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you. You can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet. That creature is within 5 feet of Odie.
Yeah.
You feint, distract the target, or in some other way team up to make your allies' attack more effective. If your ally attacks the target before your next turn, the ally's roll is made with disadvantage.
So what I did was correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
21 for big cat's attack, and then I do 10 damage.
Got it.
Thank you, chat.
Tentacle.
The back of
Even with a AC 21, people are still hitting.
Yeah, I got a 15 plus.
I'm nuts now. I'm on +9 on the Eldritch.
Well, because you got the rod, right? You got the sapphire rod.
Yeah, so now I'm +9 on it.
Yeah. Also, you notice that when you fire your thing, your sapphire rod glows a little bit.
Move back a little more.
Glowing rod.
Upgrades.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
Judge.
So I think I'm up right next to him. Leech, is this like the space that he takes up is the 4 squares?
Yep, where his feet are.
Okay, so Leech, were you?
I'm actually right.
I thought I was
So, yeah,
right in
I
front
think-
of him.
You're one forward.
Well, Slim is.
Slim is right. Yeah, Slim's
what I mean, that's
there.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's slim.
Okay. Does this mean I get advantage because Odie's over there, or no? Is that Slim gets
No.
advantage?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I would say you both do probably. Actually, I think he would have to technically be standing like right here to give Judge advantage. But I think it works.
The crossbody.
I think if you draw a line from Odie's square to Judge's square,
If it
if any of those
intersects.
lines goes through this guy's space, then it counts. So I think he's granting both you advantage.
Okay. Sounds good in that case. I'm going to go ahead and.
I think that's the actual rule, but regardless,
I'm going to use my bonus action to go ahead and place a seal.
doesn't work.
I can't put a seal on him.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you
And
go.
did that consume a seal whenever I tried to? Okay.
No, you have that feeling. That feeling of like, yeah, I seem like normally when I'm fighting, the adrenaline makes it so you can do all this crazy shit. You can take an action, you can take a move action, you can take a bonus action, but when you try to use your bonus action, it doesn't work.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and swing with my sword real quick. Exile. So that's a 28 to hit. And that is a.
Wrong. Over 20.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 18 with advantage. And then
It doesn't matter what they're. Yeah, 20 seems like a lot, but not when they're rolling 18s.
So then I got 3d6 plus 7 on the first attack. So that's 5 plus 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 16. So 16 on the first attack.
16 damage.
I'm going to go for a second attack.
Got it.
And another 28. So that's going to be.
Is that another 18? Did you roll another 18?
Wow.
So
Well, you've got advantage though, right?
I do.
That's why.
Well, the other one was 15. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13.
Did you break the curse?
Plus 7. It's 20 damage.
Yeah, I swear.
So I think I did
I don't want to play
36
with
total.
you guys. I want to play with us in your game. I want you all to be rolling like we did. How much damage?
I think 36 total.
No, how much damage did you just do on top of the 16?
20.
You did 16, and then you did 20?
Mm-hmm.
You did 20 damage? Without a seal?
Wow.
Mhm.
Just swinging away.
It's because as long as I have unconsumed seals, I do 3d6
That's right.
plus 7 because it's a +2 sword. And
That's why.
I count all my ones that I roll as 2s because I'm a weapon master.
That's true. You are the weapon master.
And
Did
that's
you
why I
roll any
have
ones?
last- I did on the first attack.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You've nerfed all that though, right, Cole?
Of course he has.
I think
As soon as I start rolling good.
you want some help, I think.
What?
Hey.
Isn't that other damage you do magical?
What about it?
Huh? Oh, okay.
These guys,
Why are you
these guys
trying
don't
to-
have. These guys don't have any anti-magic stuff.
You
The
just
fuck
you need,
is
some, you
this?
need some help.
No, he doesn't. He's the DM. He gets to fudge things, and we don't get to fudge anything.
You're helping the enemy.
No,
He's
these
not my,
guys.
he's my friend Matthew Colville.
No, these guys don't. These guys don't have any. In fact, if anything, yeah, I know other things about him that make him easier to fight that you guys don't know yet. So yes, okay, you did a bunch of damage to him.
Yeah.
Are you done?
So is it that I can't take a bonus action?
Correct.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm trying to think if I want to move.
You also, there's no mechanical way you would know this, but if you, the effect of the law of time is that enemies within 15 feet of this creature cannot take bonus actions or reactions.
Or reactions.
Right.
Okay. That's what I was a little worried about.
50. Oh,
You're
okay.
basically, it's basically, it has some aura that is forcing you to behave like normal creatures.
For
Right.
spells that typically only take a bonus action to cast, can I instead cast those as an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do the same thing with your
Oh.
seal. You could use your action to put a seal on them, but that would be your action.
Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna use my movement to back up. I don't have the ability to disengage because I don't have a bonus action that I can use.
Correct.
So I'm gonna back up and see if I can get back about. Well, the
So
order.
you're gonna retreat and provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay.
There's like a 15-foot dude.
It's a 15-foot radius. 15. If you're 20 feet away from it, you're not affected. Is your AC 15?
It is not at 16.
Well, I don't like you. All right. Yeah. It tries to slam into you. It tries to slam into you. It doesn't work. It misses.
Yeah, it
So you're
does.
free.
I'm free.
All
Am I
right.
far enough back for it not to be in the aura?
Correct. Yes, you are not in the aura. You feel
making sure.
you feel the normal everyday edge, the adrenaline edge that you get in combat come back to you. And then it goes again.
It's time.
Tickety top.
And Judge, you did a lot of damage to it.
Uh-huh.
I think you probably did more damage to it than Slim did. So it is going to.
Did you see where I'm?
Slim and Odie are both going to get attacks.
Oh, why is it moving close?
Well, me
Because
too.
you did a shitload of damage to it. And Copper, I guess.
Well, big cat.
Oh, D gets an
On
attack.
attacks of opportunity, do you still get advantage?
Actually, an
Like-
attack of opportunity is a reaction. You guys don't get that.
Oh, interesting.
OD never gets an attack. All right.
So yeah, it goes and it tries to slam
OD still tries.
into Judge. What's your armor class, Judge? 16? Okay, so it needs to roll 8s, and it gets 3 attacks. 1, 2, 2 hits and a miss.
Oh, me.
And now that it's close again, I can't use reactions, huh?
Correct. You take 20 points of damage from the first attack,
Whoa!
Bloody hell.
11 points of damage from the second attack.
Can I use this pencil?
Yes, you may.
20 and 11?
So,
Damn, he hits hard. Or it hits hard.
And it, unlike you, it gets a bonus action that it uses to make one more slam attack.
what? What a git.
19 hits. 18 more points of damage. And
Are you okay?
Hang on.
Terry?
Very. You
ma'am, ma'am,
Man. Judge.
and it is
only been married an hour.
It is done.
Wow, so it's going to get another.
They still get to keep
Going to
the
get to go
money.
again.
Minus 18.
That's cheeky.
All right.
Are you guys not interdimensional time warriors?
No.
Some would say I
Apparently
am.
not.
Who?
No.
Go on, Slim. Get your big guns out.
It is 8:37, but we could continue. What?
Well, I was thinking like,
I thought that would be a dramatic place to stop when it goes poop.
well, I'm pretty fucked up. So,
I've got nothing.
If I say it like this, it makes it better.
yeah, it's not true if I say it
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
less true. Yeah.
So I think the whole thing that Judge wanted to do as soon as he saw this like crazy ass machine come out of here is like Judge probably knows that this is some kind of ward, right? Like this is some kind of like
Well, it's obvious that it's protecting something.
yeah, it's protecting
Yeah,
something,
you don't
right?
need to roll.
And
that.
so I like Anna can't remember what the warning was that the sun elf said to us about the fact that like the seals have been broken or the whatever has been broken and blah blah blah. And so I think Judge would have wanted to try and like this thing spoke, right, in a way that they
Yes.
could understand. So I think
Yes.
Judge would have wanted to
In fact, on its turn, when it goes, it speaks again.
mhm.
And it says, the forms must be obeyed.
So
We forgot about butts.
Now, Butts has passed out.
Okay, fair enough.
she's terrified. Oh, that's right. She did. She
She
got
just slammed
blasted.
into the wall.
Yeah. Let me see.
She's been detonated.
Yeah.
And she's, yeah.
She's had a rough time.
Poor Butts.
She's like the sandbag in Smash Bros. You're just like,
She's put,
see you later.
yes, she is like that thing in that game.
Yes.
I know.
Okay. Fine. God, you're so.
It's true.
But yeah, I think Judge is gonna make like an attempt to say like, you know, we were sent like, you know, we're sent here by like the Sapphire Order or the Sapphire Sky, they're called, to reclaim and protect the wards of the Emperor. The other seals have been broken or something to that effect to illustrate the fact that like other wards are no longer safe and that like and that's why they're there with a purpose to protect the wards essentially.
So you invoke the name of the Sapphire Sky.
Yeah.
You invoke the Emperor and the wards of the Emperor. What skill are you trying to use to?
I think. Well, he's definitely going to use intimidate because
Intimidate?
it's
Okay.
going to be more like a stop.
Yeah.
Like stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like we're here to help kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like you know,
Like
we're
listen,
not,
like
we're not
it's
your
a show
enemy.
of power.
Yeah.
Like I'm an ill rigger. Listen, you must listen to me.
We're here
that kind of
by the authority of like the Sapphire Sky or whatever
Okay.
it's called.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, this would take
Bad roll.
Yeah.
something like this. Unfortunately, would take an extraordinary success.
I know. Fuck.
It says it responds to though. It says nil nisi nullius.
Yeah.
Speaking Draconian?
Yep.
Do you speak Draconic?
I don't.
Can you
I
write that?
don't.
Well, then you don't know.
Can you
Could
write
be-
that
it might
down,
be.
please?
Yeah, if you write it down, I can read it.
It might be, but you don't speak Draconic. Is it speaking Draconic? I don't know. Did he speak Draconic? No. Well then.
Well, the
yeah,
thing is,
you
like,
don't know.
when somebody speaks like Spanish, I know, like, oh, that person
Right.
speaks Spanish.
Yeah, but if somebody were speaking Italian, would you know if they were like?
Yes.
Can you tell the difference between? It's very difficult sometimes to
Well,
tell the
as
difference
these-
between somebody who's speaking Italian, somebody speaking Spanish. If you're not from that part of the world, the one sounds a lot like the other.
Maybe they're uneducated.
So it's not a language you speak. If maybe it reminds you of Draconic, in which case maybe it is Draconic, but Judge doesn't know. So how do you guys feel about taking a break and coming back and finishing this combat?
Sounds good.
Sure.
I need some tea.
Because otherwise this combat could go on for a little while.
Okay.
All right.
Not for Judge.
Poor old Boots.
Just
Who's
about to
the
get
king?
smoked right now.
We're having a great time. I'm squinting. It's
Man.
late.
We're running
Ma'am?
good cop, bad
Ma'am.
cop in the other room.
Man.
So we normally try to take a break around 8:30, but I thought it was a cool stopping point when the inexorable of time revealed that it gets to go twice per. It can go twice per round. I don't know if it's going to do that every round. You have to watch and find out. So we're going to go take a break about 13 minutes and then come back and wrap this combat up and then rejoin Boots and King and the Gemstone Dragonborn Knight as they try to negotiate with somebody who appears to be a member of the Black Iron Pact. Start break.
Yeah, right. I've had worse. Oh, right.
We're back?
I've been a little bit quicker. I would have got something really magical right there. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is the point at which we hang out with you folks for a little while because we figure if you're still watching after the last 90 minutes, then you are definitely a true fan. And so this is when we do announcements. It's Kale Mass's birthday. Happy birthday, Kale Mass. He's one of our biggest supporters.
Happy birthday to... No.
And we have probably some... somebody, where's the nails mini? Do you have the nails mini?
Oh,
It's on the table outside.
it's on the table.
Go,
We're
go.
going to look at, while he's giving the nails mini, we are going to look at the fan art. Lars
I'm getting
collects
fan
all
art
the
with
fan
it.
art that we receive and turns it into a slide. Sends it to Jerry, and Jerry turns it into a slideshow. And that is this that's happening now.
Wait for Dom to get back.
No, screw him.
Ooh. Ink and markers. I love the caption for Odie.
Just swear.
Also the little
The
scissors.
skull?
Yeah, it's like a little skull.
What is that word?
Man. Judge looks so demonic.
Oh, that's right. It's the chain of cupcakes.
Yes.
It's the chain of Acheron in cupcake form. That's right.
Oh.
Look at their little outfits.
We're
Yeah.
so tasty.
That you guys look
The little
delicious.
pink Odie baby.
Have you been looking?
You even got Big Cat in there. I'm sitting on top.
Who ate those?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That is dope. That art is really cool, man. That's really cool. I like that.
NPCs apply.
NPC's fine.
That's awesome. Very
Next.
satisfying.
Faster. Oh, hey, yeah. Somebody did fan art from Strongholds and Followers.
Oh.
So this is Ash Marshall from one of the
Ash.
members of the Court of Arcadia from
Dude, the glowing sword is super cool.
Justin Cherry has fan art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Justin Cherry's art has fan art. Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
it's a face
There's
off.
there's the people and the things they summon. There's King and the Templar of Dust, and then there's Maladar
Dude.
Dictum and the
Look at the Templar of Dust. That's
Looks
fucking
really
awesome. Look
cool.
at his like armor and stuff.
yeah. I thought
That's awesome.
Hey,
Yes.
this.
That's cool.
Yeah.
oh, we should use these.
Make
As,
that game.
we should use these as exactly icons.
Yeah, definitely make that game.
These are awesome.
Yeah, we
They
can-
even have the dead people.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it is a GIF. The original one's a GIF.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
he's actually
glows with the
casting.
little
I think for a
glow,
glowing.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it glows in his chest where you got your chest kicked open, Odie.
I remember.
In case you,
Nice.
Oh, fuck
sweet.
yeah.
That's
Dude, look
awesome.
at Slim's sword.
Dude, that's so cool.
Oh, neat.
They put leaves.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this one was really, really good.
Look
Yeah.
at Big Cat's face.
Yeah.
So
Cousin and I
good.
actually found this.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's he doing?
It was on Instagram. And I don't...
Oh man, I love this so
Yeah.
much.
Extreme.
He's got kissy lips. He's like,
Kiss.
Give me a kiss.
It's better to do this also.
Give us a kiss.
Give us.
What is that? This is the best piece of fan art we've ever seen,
That's
Tom.
amazing.
This is
my
claw,
God.
tentacle.
Shoot. Hang on.
Glock, glock.
Yeah. So this is
man.
oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh fuck
So
yes.
good.
This is the fall
Market
of Black
Zero.
Bottom. This is the fall. Market Zero.
Oh, wow,
This
look.
is the fall of Black Bottom.
Oh,
Look,
wow.
the floating city thingy is in the back too.
Yeah.
Wow, this is super
Kerploppa
cool.
plops.
That's
Yeah,
really
I saw
nice.
this just
That's really
today.
nice.
This is super awesome.
How awesome is that
Awesome.
stuff?
Wow.
We are blessed in
Oh,
our
man.
fans, and someone sent
This
in.
also, I believe, counts as a fan art.
Yeah.
I got this giant
Can you put it? Maybe we
got a
can
giant
put it in
mini.
front of one of the.
Blimey.
So yeah,
Omega nails.
it's a maxi.
Oh yeah, you might. Here, I'll let you guys handle it.
Yeah,
A
hopefully
maxi of
Jerry.
Omega nails.
Hopefully Jerry can get a shot. There we go. Look at that.
In his
Yeah.
fully ascended form, he's
Yeah,
30
Omega
feet
nails.
tall and wearing aviators.
I think that's accurate. Yeah,
twinning spells like a bouse in the
like
cosmos.
a mouse. That makes sense.
That's a nice shot. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this came in from Adam M. So
Yep.
thank you.
Yep. So we wrote a quite nice note for all of us, which I read. Thank you very much, Adam. And let's see, is there anything else?
So real quick, for the fan art, the best way for us to see it, for it to get into slideshows and stuff, is to put it on Twitter with the chain fan art hashtag, and or put it in the Discord. So, like for example, we found that one on Instagram, and it's super great, but we saw it, weeks late.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing awesome fan art, you should put it there. We'll find it.
What about our
That's all I
email?
got. We got. I mean,
You don't check
I
the.
agree.
I do, but not many people.
I agree.
He's
So,
always
yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lars lives on Twitter. Can't get him off the fucking
I
thing.
love social media.
He
let me tell you.
totally does.
Big
yeah.
fan.
But yeah, that's Lars is the fan art wrangler. Also, I am going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons this Saturday night we're gonna host the stream here, so you can either tune into this channel, or I think it's I don't know if it's gonna be hosted on the WotC channel, but it's with I will be playing with some other people. I don't know who the other players are. I think Matt Mercer is one of them. I think this is the first opportunity Matt and I have ever had. We've known each other now for like 5 or 6 years. The first time we've ever had to play D&D both as players together. And the Dungeon Master is going to be my friend Luke Gygax, whose event it is. It's the Founders, and the official title is Founders and Legends, because they could not fit Founders and Legends and Matt Colville on there. But it's basically Gary Gygax Day. It's celebrating Gary's birth. And Luke is just really cool. I've hung out with Luke twice now, and he's just a very straight up dude. And so when he invited me, I said, sure, yeah, absolutely. So Twitch TV /GaryCon, because it's basically Gary, even though it's here in LA, it is a GaryCon production. And so yeah, I'm gonna get to like Luke was texting me today saying, which of these characters do you want to play? And I was like, they all sound great. I'll play whatever one is left over. So we will see what happens Saturday night. I think the stream starts at like noon or something. Yeah, noon to 10 p.m. And I believe my bit starts at or around 7 o'clock. So I'm super looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast, I think. Anyway, so Boots and King.
Oh yeah, those two.
There's a mysterious woman in the regalia of the Black Iron Pact who has taken off her ring and thrown it on the ground, and there is a seething with anger and also righteousness gemstone paladin of the Falling Star with you.
Okay, so first of all, who are you, and why do you feel like we can help you? Are you a member of the Black Iron Pact, as it would appear?
Well, the gemstone dragon puts herself between you and, or she grabs you by the shoulder and says, "Do not speak to this woman. She is an enemy. She will beguile you. She will lie."
I mean, I know.
She pushes you away in disgust.
You were the one who suggested that I talk to her, so.
Did she? Okay.
Oh, no, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Either way, close enough. Calm down for a second. Let me, why don't you keep chopping away at the wall here?
Who's your...
Oh my god.
She's in anger at your baiting. She sheathes her sword and takes a step back and watches to see what transpires between the two of you. And the woman behind the prismatic wall says, "Why don't you invite your friend in?"
Because.
Sure.
Appearances can be deceiving. Maybe that's not my friend.
Is he your friend or your commander?
I mean, it's a little column A, a little column B.
Do you have... There's no point in
You're
speaking.
asking a lot of questions for being the one who's trapped behind this wall.
Yes, well, it's, my prerogative.
And you have answered none of my questions.
Very well, ask.
Who are you?
You may call me Valentia de Elzano.
Valentia de Elzano.
Violentia de
Violentia?
Yeah.
Wait, her name is Violence?
Violentia.
All right. Just gonna jot that down real quick.
Go ahead, make a history check.
Nope.
Yep, you've never heard the name before.
And are you or are you not a part of the Black Iron Pact?
I am less a member of the Black Iron Pact than you are a member of the Chain.
And why is that?
I've answered your first question. Answer a question of mine. Do you have the means to escape this cell?
If I did, see, I'm doing what she's doing, answering questions with questions. Ha! How's it feel? How's it feel, Matt Colville?
Nice.
Get him, Tom.
If I are able to take this wall down, what's to stop this crazed Dragonborn paladin from cutting you to pieces immediately?
She could only do that if I granted her that power as an attempt to preserve my disguise, and I am not inclined to do so.
Okay. And how do you know that the three of us aren't just going to all jump you at the same time?
We may try.
You have no reason to trust us.
I do not advise it.
Okay.
Anyway, to your second question, what was it? Repeat it, please.
What was my second question?
She asked you asked her something, and then she said, well, I asked you a question. You asked mine.
Right. I asked, who she was. Oh my God, my
It's
brain.
like, are you part of the chain?
My brain
Or part
is-
of
She
the-
said
broken right now.
she's less of a part of the Black Iron Pact than you are a part of the chain, and then you asked a question.
About
like
that, yeah.
about
like,
that.
what does that mean, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your deal? You took the ring off. Like, are you or are you not an agent of Ajax?
I am not an agent of Ajax.
What are you doing here in Ringwell? You mentioned a disguise. Is your disguise this Black Iron getup?
Yes.
Okay. May I ask you a perhaps more sensitive question?
You may. Yeah, I am at your disposal. You have all the power.
What are you?
A little knowledge is a dangerous thing, she says. But suffice it to say that I am one whose enemies are your enemies in almost all ways.
Interesting.
So I take it, she says, and she kind of goes, that you do not have the capacity to free me.
It doesn't seem so immediate.
Well, then, as pleasant as this conversation has been, I'm afraid that it must remain all too brief. And she turns around and then, sits down with her back to the far side of the cage. And she waves to the knight, who's like,
I bet you when we kill this thing, I'll go down.
anyway. So it's Slim's turn.
Move me
You
up.
forget everything we talked about.
Get advantage.
Why don't you just walk into? You wouldn't have to remember if you just would walk into the room.
Yeah, whatever,
A
man,
perfectly
Colville.
safe room
Yeah.
in which nothing bad could possibly happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Where she then swaps us into the shadow prism dimension. And then she walks free and goes, ha ha ha. And then goes and zaps them.
She
If they're
wouldn't
still
say it.
alive.
She
So
would say,
I'm going to use my first action
Okay.
to try and to activate the psionic crystal and do the thing that I like to do.
Yeah, you can. You may.
What's it
Yes.
called? Amplify.
Yep. Your sword is wreathed in prismatic power.
And then I'm going to use my where's it at? Action surge. I'm going to start throwing some hurt down. Hopefully. Yeah, that's a 19 plus 8.
19. 19 plus 8. You rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor? Could you roll like a 3, like a 4?
No.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. I heard Jerry laugh.
Sorry.
Because it rolled 18, 18, 15, 19. It's because you have advantage. That's why. Advantage is bullshit.
All right.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
You had me make a history check with advantage, and I rolled a 3 and a 6.
All right, actually, I get
That's
to
right.
roll.
Yeah.
The curse has been reversed.
Okay, so first attack, 23 damage.
23. All right. And then. Got it. Okay.
All right. Second attack.
Hang on a minute. You used an action to turn on your sword, your prismatic thing.
Right, and then I use my action surge to do another action.
Right. Okay. An action surge isn't a bonus action. It's
Yeah.
just like a thing you can do.
I
Right.
can
It's like a
read it.
class.
You can take an additional action on your turn.
Yep.
This can be used 1 time per short rest. I get 2 attacks in my attack action.
That seems accurate.
16 plus 8.
Hits.
All right. I'm going to do a distracting strike on it. Add another D8. Do you have another D8 I can borrow? Okay. So the next person to hit it will get advantage. The next person to try to hit it will get advantage.
Even from a distance?
Yes.
Sweet.
I get to reroll.
Copper, you have any more of those exploding arrows?
Oh yeah, I do.
We can blow it up. Oh, that makes sense.
I have fireball. It's gonna hurt everyone.
No,
32 damage on that one.
I mean,
You have any anti-construct arrows?
Got it. Bits of it are falling off.
Ah, good.
It's definitely in a.
Is it wobbly?
It has the appearance of like internal gyroscopes that are winding down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's all I got.
Okay. So let's see.
dying.
So I'm going to check whether or not it's I get to take another turn. Ability recharges. It does not. And I'm going to check to see whether or not its speed up ability recharges. It does not. So it just turns and slams into Slim.
It punches him?
It runs into
About.
It runs him over. It's a giant wheel.
it is a giant wheel. It does try to run him over. What's your armor class? Slim.
18.
So it needs 10s to hit you.
Yep.
No. Yes. No.
Nice.
$19 points of damage.
Do you have the ability to heal me, Leech?
Only if I cure wounds you.
Fuck.
I used all my.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I think I got an idea.
I was gonna do a.
Copper.
I was gonna do a. You have low health,
It's
right?
me, isn't it?
Leech.
It is Leech.
Yeah, sorry.
Where's
I tried
do,
to skip you, but you noticed.
See what the best.
I did, yes. Yeah. Put OD
I'm bad at
up
cheating.
near him. Up near the time thingy. OD, not Leech.
Please not Leech.
There you go. So he gets his advantage. And then let's. Actually, shall I step back a little bit? See out of its. Yeah, I'm going to step back a little bit.
This is what D&D needs. It needs fucking Gundams. Or whatever these things are. Is that a Gundam? What is
That
that?
one's a Gundam, yeah.
Okay.
Just step here a little bit. Out a little bit out of its range. And then I'll get advantage because of OD. Oh, no, that's not too clever. What is it? +9 on that. So 13.
13 misses.
And that's a 7 + 9. So 16.
16 misses.
Both of my Eldritch Blasts miss pathetically then.
Thank God.
Hey,
Fine.
I thought you had advantage.
Yeah, you had advantage. What do you?
Oh.
That was your first roll.
That was your first roll.
Yeah, right.
So here's your
Sorry,
second roll.
forgot about that. What's that? A 9 + 9, 18?
Nope.
That's it then. The other one was a 4.
So these sapphire infused
help your attack.
bolts just go flying randomly around the room.
Can I cry out something?
Absolutely you can.
Then I cry out, the word said, the cycle must be broken. The cycle cannot be broken. Shit.
Copper.
No.
Didn't like that. Okay, I'll do. Oh, this is. Oh, it's a bonus action. Okay, cool.
You do not have LOS right now.
No. Oh, here.
Because there's a giant diamond,
Here, let me.
like 12 feet tall, blocking your way. And you are a short little goblin.
Hey.
Also, you're not in a square. What are you doing? Will you unfuck yourself?
I don't. Squares don't define me.
Squares don't define me.
5, 10, 15. You want me?
Living outside the box.
He's been on vacation. Give him a break.
5,
Come on.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's fine. Well, yeah, that's fine.
You are now within 15 feet of his nonsense. Okay. Now you're outside 15 feet.
I'll use my bonus action for Healing Spirit. I'll cast Healing Spirit right on Judge. So you get
Oh,
1d6. So if you stay there. Every turn you'll get a 1d6. I can also move it
As like a bonus action.
as a
thing?
bonus action.
There is a limit to that, though, right? It's a given number of dice equal to your level. That's the limit I imposed
Yeah.
because otherwise it's stupid.
Oh, I thought that was outside of combat.
I think it's just period.
We'll like, so you could heal 1d6 now, and then, so you could do that probably 7 times, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
It's like 1d6 per
That's
round.
still
Per
really
round,
good. It's
yeah.
still really
Yeah.
good.
So you can still do 1d6 now, and if you stay in the spot. So what I was gonna also, I guess we don't really know, because I was gonna say we can also, so I can, no I can't, because I used it as a bonus action. Never mind. Okay, so now I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay. I gotta roll my 1d6 now to
Yeah.
kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I could move it as a bonus action to your spot again,
Okay.
and then we can like keep healing.
Okay.
Never really used it in combat. Okay.
Right on.
17 HP now.
That's a hit.
19 plus 11, does that hit?
Yeah. Missed it by that much.
14 damage.
Yeah.
17 plus 11, that hits. 4, 9, 15 damage.
Um,
And then
and then 5 on top of that, which is got it.
I don't want to get in the way of it. That's advantage, right? Yeah. And then I'll attack with Big Cat.
Did it come through the door? Like the door opened and it came through, or did it like kind of
You didn't see the door
out
open.
of the door?
You didn't
Oh.
see the door open.
Yeah. 18 plus 6 hits.
Yep.
For 10, 11, 12 damage.
You guys have done over 200 points of damage to it. It is dead.
Yeah.
It's dead?
Well, what it does is it appears to like fly apart. Like it spin the mechanisms keeping it together start to fail, and the pieces all start to fly apart. But as they do that, it also kind of goes, and it does what Odie did when you had him taste that little thing. The flying pieces, all kind of like almost like a wind blows them
Well,
into disappearance.
A
Crazy.
different plane.
You're free to make whatever conclusion you like.
well, so where the door was, where I was reading the whatever it was, the cycle must be broken. What's there? Where we were reading, is it something? I'm going to go over there.
Okay, Butts comes to.
Before the time runs out, you use up the rest of the healing spirit. You get,
You get six more d6s of
yeah.
healing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
okay.
get out of that before.
And we'll go stand next to Judge.
You can divide up those
Is anyone
points
else
however
hurt?
you want, but there's only
only a tiny bit. You're hurt a lot.
Yeah.
You stay over here.
Ooh, how much do you need?
Oh no, I'm only a tiny bit hurt.
Okay.
Okay. 2 6s. 12, 14.
So, Valencia
Oh, we're back.
is sitting at the and the Dragonborn Paladin is pacing back and forth like
Darth Maul.
like a caged animal, except on the wrong side of the cage.
What? I don't know what that means. Use your words.
We're gonna swap. We said we were gonna do.
Okay. Well, all right.
All right. So first, before I go
I
in
see
there,
King gesticulating wildly towards me, and so I walk out. I walk in just out of the doorway.
I
to
channel
speak with him.
Ragna and yell.
I yell.
So, have I ever read anything in the Chronicle about prismatic barriers like this? Is any of that familiar to me?
It's a good question. I guess I don't need this anymore.
How much do you get back?
You guys got all the magic items,
I
right?
got to 40.
You're killed. Which is 4.
Sorry, there's at least one thing I'm trying to think of.
I've got which is 48.
No, not that you can think of, not off the top of your head. Maybe if you like sat with the Chronicle and pored over it for hours, you might be able to learn something. It is a notoriously rich source of obscure lore.
Well, I mean, I've been looking at it for at least an hour while Boots has been talking to her, right?
I don't think it's been an hour. I think it's been like 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, he's kind of asked like the same question 8 times, so.
Well, Commander, I actually. Okay, hear me out on this. an agent of Ajax, right? If they're trapped and you ask them if they're an agent of Ajax and they think they can get out of it, they're going to say no, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like this,
If they ask you if you're God, say yes.
yeah, this creature's being super weird. I don't think it's a human. I don't think that. I think it might genuinely be stuck, and like. Yeah, it had every opportunity, if this was a trap, to spring it, and it doesn't seem to care at all that if we bring this wall down and the three of us try to jump it at once.
It's trying to get all of us in the room at the same time, though,
Yes.
which is why we want to swap.
Okay. Try and find out.
The knight approaches you after having been frustrated.
Yes.
She walks up to the
Ma'am?
and says, I think it wants to get all three of us in the room.
You know what? I think you might be onto something.
We should not allow this to happen. It is a ruse. A trick.
King, you should see if you can find out who sent this whatever this is.
So you said you think she's a god bother. Your words.
She turns and gestures. Some sort of priest of Saint Ajax, something.
And
Mental note for next time: number my pages, so I know in what order they go.
Only print out the ones you need.
Well, I mean, you guys, I don't know how much you guys are going to get done tonight. You guys could explore any number of different things.
We always go slow though.
Yeah, but you have a lot of branches and a lot of decisions as far as directions, left and right and back and up and down.
so how about you let me go talk to her priest to priest, and I'll see what you can get. And if she tries to escape,
Priest.
You said you think she's a priest.
And you said priest to priest.
Yes.
Akamitsu. Hagara. You're a Hagaran saint. You're a Hagaran priest. Yes. Of course.
Yes. I don't know why you'd know that. But...
Why does anybody know anything?
Well, I don't know what that prismatic barrier is. Should I know that?
No.
Why does anybody know anything?
No. Why would anybody know that though? She's like, very well, I will accompany you.
I don't think she doesn't get with priest to priest. I think that all kind of went just.
Do you think she's really going to talk in your presence when she knows you want to annihilate
She
her?
will talk.
She'll talk when we get her out of that barrier, and then you can get her. But we need to get her out of that barrier first.
Well, how do you propose to do that? Mercenary.
That's what I inclined to figure out.
Well, after you.
Hey, what was your name?
My name is for my friends.
Damn.
Oh, for my friends, you can call me Boots. Do you
Boots? Boots.
do you know what? Do you know what
Well,
that?
you may call me Knight.
Okay, Knight. Do you know? You're not giving me a name. I mean,
No, you didn't give her a name either.
You'd have chopped her head off.
It's easy for somebody who's been in the chain for 10 years. Yeah, but Boots is not your name,
right?
and no normal person would think it was. Like here in the real world, we don't name people Boot or Foot.
Yeah. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
She turns and she looks at the prismatic wall and she's like,
No. That I'm gesturing back down the hallway,
"Oh,
and I cast hypnotic pattern.
okay." Is there
Make a wisdom save
Is there
with
saving throw?
disadvantage.
Okay, with disadvantage? Why disadvantage?
Mandolin.
Why you gotta be so mean? Where'd you get that fucking mandolin?
Does the mandolin work outside of the room?
I got it from my good friend Matt Colville.
It was just a random item you picked too.
I think we found it in the Underdark.
I rolled it randomly, I think.
Yeah.
With disadvantage?
Yeah,
What's the DC?
15.
She's like, yes, I have it. Salute. Or a mandolin, she says. The distinction is lost on me.
Damn. Well,
Oh, well.
King, make a saving throw with disadvantage.
I'm not looking that way. You're pointing that way.
Yeah. You know the drill. As soon as he says that, you're like, You can't fool me twice.
A 20 and an 8.
It's like a Men in Black situation.
Yeah, no. You do not.
I was
fall
really
for-
hoping the old, hey, what's that?
It would have worked, but she rolled a 13, and she's a paladin. She has a good wisdom.
But she's
I
looking
say,
at
what about that?
She rolled a 13 and an 18.
Oh, I thought it was an 8. Okay.
I say, what about that? And point to the prismatic barrier. Is that familiar to you? Have you seen that in here before?
Actually, she'll make an Arcana check. She's not skilled in it. 15. It's some sort of psionic wall.
And when you fought this so-called priest in battle, did she use any psionic powers?
No, that is some sort of manifestation of whatever this place is.
So you do believe that she's trapped, and this isn't a ruse.
I do not believe she is trapped. I believe that she is using that barrier to defend herself. Because she knows I would cut her down where she stands otherwise. And she looks and she says, yes, I will see her bleed.
You know, she got through that door. None of the other Black Iron Pact guys that showed up. Well, no, never mind.
She didn't get through the door, so whoever got through the door is gone.
Oh, I thought this was the one who got through the... No, this is the one who escaped.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like so 2 people have escaped. 1 person escaped from this night. 1 person escaped from you guys.
Right.
And then someone else made it through the door.
Oh,
And
wait.
Made it through the door that does not open.
And that's the one that the...
And the knight closed it behind her.
Oh, okay. Different door.
Is that the one we were looking at?
Yeah, the one you were looking at that has the words around it. And there's also these figures carved. Anyway. Actually, not anyway. Yeah, there are these figures carved around this door. So there are words going in one direction, words going in another direction, and around that are these. Is this almost like a Egyptian hieroglyphs that tell like a story going around from left to right, clockwise.
Are we back in our bit now?
I mean, apparently, yeah. That's where the door I'm describing is. Yeah.
All right, well.
Yeah.
What do they look? Is it something we can recognize, the hieroglyphics?
Well, they're figures. They're not a language.
Right, but can I see what these
Yeah.
figures are doing?
Sure. Yeah.
What are they
Yes. So you're going to go up to the door again and look.
Yeah, I'm going up to the bloody door again.
All right. It's
Surely
initiative.
door
No.
can't explode twice.
So yeah, the figures they're very finely carved, and by which I mean not expensively in this instance, but they're very small. So the story that goes from the floor across to the other floor is a long one, and it's going to take a while of study because it's very weird and unnatural to look at it, and it is like sequential art, right? Like you're watching almost like comic book panels. But it depicts figures that appear to be wearing the garb that you associate with King whenever King wants to dress up, he puts on formal Higaran garb.
Okay.
It looks like a very old version of that. And dozens of figures, and they're building and working. And you see over time as you follow it, they are creating wonders and buildings. And there is a great empire being built. Actually, no, it's the other way around. I'm sorry. I told a lie. That is on there, but that's like part 2. Okay. Part 1 are figures that look like, if there are any sort of Kemharans in the chain, and there must be, they appear to, they're bald, right? And they're wearing what look like Egyptian, more Indian, like ancient Indian outfits. And they're doing the same thing. You see them, farmers, agriculture, and then buildings, and then great towers, and then what appear to be wizards and sorcerers conjuring great works, and then other shit that I wrote in my notes that I'm gonna have to go find.
It's like
That's the point which
the rise of this nation.
And probably the
Kalian Empire.
Emperor's wards and stuff
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
if you keep looking, part 3 are people that look like Marcellus Scipio, people that look like Roman centurions and stuff. And all three stages all kind of show the same story,
Building a
which is this civilization growing out of the dirt, basically. Farmers building something remarkable, and Terrible dungeon master. Terrible. Don't know why people.
Start writing numbers on your pages.
I could do that right
Numbering
You could right
pages,
now.
I mean,
now. This I don't think I need.
pro writer.
This I don't think I need. Where's this? Here we go. Wow. Look at all this crap I wrote.
You did write a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And then what you see in each of these in each of these storied depictions, you see people worshiping something. In the case of the first empire, they appear to be worshiping a burning pyre.
Okay.
Right, meaning there's a figure, or it looks like a mummy. There's a figure wrapped in cloth on a pile of something that is burning, and these people are worshiping it.
Okay.
And then there is like chaos after that, as what appear to be painted barbarians destroy everything these people have built. And then the next empire, and this is the one that looks like Lars's ancestors,
Right.
do the same thing, except in their case, there's the cult that grows toward the end is they're worshiping what looks like a gravestone and a grave, and there's a figure under the earth. There's a figure buried that they are worshiping, and then these Conan-looking motherfuckers that have these crazy tattoos all over
Same
them
guys.
start killing all the people that look like Lars's ancestors, and their buildings are on fire. And then this is quite obviously the Kalian Empire. You guys have seen a lot of their ruins around, and this is the Roman Empire. And all the same things happen, except this time the cultists are worshiping a mausoleum, the stone Romanesque building, and there's a shadowy figure inside it. And then there is, instead of the third one's different. Instead of these tattooed Conan-looking motherfuckers killing all the Kalians and tearing down their civilization, there is this symbol that looks not entirely unlike the map you've been exploring.
Oh, with the rings.
Huh.
Ringwell.
Because this is the tomb of the emperor.
No, you're not there.
That's just my.
This is the
I was playing
tomb of
this
the emperor.
spectral remnants of.
No,
nails.
you guys. No, Ringwell's never been described as the tomb of the emperor. It is the place where the emperor locked away the kind of the greatest discoveries. His wards are each considered some powerful either artifact or knowledge that he locked away.
So
in
then
order to prevent them from falling into the hands of barbarians.
Might it be safe to assume that in this story, the items that he locked away were the things that saved him from from barbarians coming and wrecking?
There are no barbarians depicted in the third act of this frieze.
Well, the barbarians are probably the goal.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Of course,
They're what,
Slim
sorry?
wouldn't know
the
that.
goal.
But
The barbaric race.
Yeah, Leech probably doesn't know what those things are.
No.
I know.
I do wonder about the mausoleum though, because I think for Judge might correlate that with like the undead district in Capital.
There is like a whole city of undead inside Capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there are words written in Draconic
Okay.
in two lines, one going this way, and then this one going backwards, which is a little bit more difficult to write. And as Leech discovered, the outer circle says, the cycle must be broken. The inner one reads, the cycle cannot be broken.
I wonder if they talk about that cycle that they're depicting, right?
Mhm.
The cycle of we build up a empire, a
It's
nation,
really warm here.
right?
Mhm.
We worship
Really?
and
It's
sing.
really warm outside.
They get
It's,
killed.
yeah, it's probably still like
That's
80
the
degrees
cycle.
outside.
Right.
Right.
But
That's
then
why I got my
finally
full
it
card.
did get broken.
Well, there's always cultists. There was cultists in both previous ones as well, right?
That was the cycle.
In this case, I wonder if it's considering like Ajax is the next cult that is collecting the
Oh,
wards
so it
to
hasn't
bring
been
another
In both
ruin.
cycles, weren't they worshiping something dead? First, they were worshiping a burning mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were worshiping something under the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the third one, they're worshiping a shadowy figure in a mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
But then, for whatever reason, the barbarians.
Well, the last one's the Ringwell.
Yeah.
Maybe it's indicating what the different wards are in some way. Maybe the wards are ancient and each one is tied back to one of these prior civilizations or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
what else is by this? So where the time clock, whatever it was, burst
Can I walk
out.
back to this room?
Can you walk back to the room? I mean, are we done with?
Oh, we're not done. Lizard Lady's not going to leave her alone. So
You actually said we were supposed to catch up with you.
yeah, I just want to walk in, but part of loot the bodies and meet back up with us.
Wow.
Maybe it's
You
taking a long time
guys-
to meet
unclear
the bodies.
the-
I mean, you guys haven't been gone. Actually, like we're probably a little bit out of sync right
Yeah.
now. I think what you guys have done in here is taking longer than what these guys have done so far. But that shit doesn't bother me.
but
I
the thing
got
is
bigger
that
fish to fry.
but the door is not open, right? The door is still
Correct.
sealed, and like there's
the
not
door.
a pool
There
of,
is. Go ahead.
there's not like a pool of like what's it called? Like molten
The gold. And
gold. The gold is still inlaid within the door.
Correct. The molten gold is the gold on the led into here.
Yeah.
No, the seal here appears to still be intact, and there is at about 5 feet off the ground. There is a hole in the door.
Like it's in like it was made to have a hole in the door.
And it's
It's like baseball sized or softball sized.
Yeah. Softball side. Put your fist in there.
Put Odie's hand in there.
Yeah, I was OD, go and look in there. Go.
it's dark.
Go in the
He's got dark vision. Can he go in a bit further? Does it go anywhere?
He looks in, sticks his head, and he goes, "Ooh!" He looks at you.
Like,
Do you want to
Sticks
I'll take his eyes.
Oh,
What do
yeah,
I
he
see?
was just fucking with you. This
Yeah.
No, what you see is what you see is this cylindrical hole, this tube that goes, about 2 feet in, and the outer part of the hole has all these little like nodules and channels in it.
So it's
You put something in, it's like a key.
Key or something.
Yeah. And we haven't seen anything that looks like it might fit in there.
Blimey. No.
Except for Odie.
I mean, I've seen something that would fit in there, but no.
Is it your monster?
Perform.
Where
HR.
did time appear from?
The door.
Like he just exploded.
That's
out.
right.
Like just appeared.
That's right. Top time, bitches.
And then
And then
bounced
we-
off.
That tweet we got. That tweet was amazing.
That's so good.
That was awesome.
I think we triggered it, and I think it came from a plane that it normally exists on, but it got called in some way and then came to this plane.
So, what's going on with you guys?
Are you gonna talk to her? Priesto?
Yeah. I'm going to go talk to the priest. I'm going to talk very loudly. You're going to hang here and listen. And I'm going to see if I can get more information out of her.
Are you giving me orders?
No. But she's not going to talk with you there. She knows you want to kill her. And the only way we're going to get information from her is if we communicate with her.
If I get my hands
Simple.
on her, she'll talk.
Yeah, can your
You
hands
can't
go
get your
through-
hands on her because there's a prismatic wall.
The temporary setback.
Very well.
Very well, she says. I yield.
Like the-
I yield, and she sits down. Boots.
Boots.
And what is your name?
Should I be
Hat.
Hat.
What do I call you?
book? Socks. They call me King.
King.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah. I pull my crown out.
Do you really have a crown?
It's paper.
Cardboard.
It's a
paper mache.
Burger King crown.
Christmas crack.
I got it from the Pharaoh's Dream. They have
She leans back against the. She's just sitting on the floor like a kid, practically, like just slumped. And she closes her eyes and leans her head back and says, "I am Lady Orozavar of the Falling Star, and this is my lot."
Why were you sent here?
Sent. I'm not an errand girl. I'm a knight.
Why are you in Ringwell? Why is the Black
Ringwell.
Iron
What is
Pact-
Ringwell? Oh, this place.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
I was investigating.
The Black Iron Pact?
No, I was following. I didn't know who they were. I overheard people in church talking about a hunting, which I did not believe. Noises in cellars. And so I waited and watched.
What was that?
So you just followed them down here.
Not the
Yes.
stays.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, that's how we found it, too. So
And what is your business with these? She nods her way into the. Aren't you supposed to be talking to somebody?
We're here to prevent the Emperor's wards from falling into the Black Iron Pact and therefore Ajax's hands.
There's no emperor. The Kaelian Empire fell 1,000 years ago. What are you talking about? What are you babbling about?
there's just, man,
Like what? Like, do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Like you're using terminology that is not known to her.
Okay. So the
Like-
Kaelian Empire fell thousands of years ago,
8,000 years ago, yes, give or take a few hundred years.
Fuck me.
and
I can give her like the short version if you want to go and talk to.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna just like briefly just be like, we're working for the good guys, and we're here to protect important holy stuff down here.
The good guys.
We're fighting for the fate of the world. Liu Kang.
What?
I think that's a little byline. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, like even if you invoke the Sapphire Sky, she doesn't know what that is. But the Sapphire Sky are incredibly obscure secret organization.
But we can talk about the Black Iron Pact, what they've done. They've attacked us, and they're our enemies, and we're stopping them from stealing the things from this tomb.
Yeah, I mean, she it's going to be tough to get her to trust you just because you look like mercenaries. You sort of act like mercenaries.
well,
But
I'm a locksmith.
They don't. Yeah, they don't. And I'm a locksmith. They don't. She doesn't know who the Sapphire Sky is, so that doesn't impress her. And she's just, she's going to assume that you guys are like rat catchers, basically, because everything you're saying is what a rat catcher would say. No, we're the good guys. We're trying to stop the evildoers, and we just happen to enjoy. It's just a coincidence that we looted their bodies and took all their cool shit. We don't really want this stuff,
They attacked us.
They didn't need
She
it
doesn't- yeah, of
anymore.
course. That's
We do kind of want that stuff.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy to get her trust. But she's so exhausted now. She's
All right.
being a little bit more forthcoming. What are you gonna?
Just be prepared for battle. If this,
I'm a knight of the falling star. I am always prepared for battle.
I'm sure you are.
I'll sit down next to her and play my
Song
Song,
of
of Rest.
She leans her head back against the wall and closes her eyes and doesn't complain.
Cool.
All right.
Olive branch.
I go talk to the other Karen in the room.
Violentia.
Okay. So you walk into the room. So what magic stuff does King have? He has
I have a +1 sword,
Yeah.
and I have a +1 shield.
Anything else?
Pearl of Power has been used for the day, and my Ion Stone has also been used for the day.
Ion stone.
Yeah, the one that gives magic resistance once until it works. It was used in the last battle because they got
okay.
spells.
So the iron stone, the way it works is it floats around your head.
Yeah.
And when it's charged and able to work, it looks like a gemstone. When it's spent and done working, it still floats around your head. It just looks like a rock. Like it loses its gem-like luster. And when you walk into the room, the iron stone goes, falls on the ground.
I pick it up and put it in my pocket satchel.
Also, that kind of ozone smell that you just live with all the time now because you always have magic on you or around you goes away. And you didn't even know. You had gotten so used to it that you're not used to the air not being.
So to do a test, I cast Light.
Mark off the spell.
Light is a cantrip.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Just to clarify. All right. So does the lady react to me coming in?
Not to you coming in.
All right. Well, I'm here to talk, ma'am.
has our relationship changed in some manner that I'm not familiar with?
Well, this is the first time we're communicating, so this is the start of our relationship.
She stands up and she says, and do you have the means to dismantle this prison cell where your fellow did not?
I have the closest means that you're going to find in this place.
She says, that sounds like a no. I don't think we have anything to talk about. Pity.
Well, see, we're free and can continue exploring the place and find a means to remove you from this curse. Whereas you are stuck in here and can sit here and, I guess, die if that's what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
But, like...
I would be surprised if the means to extricate myself from this conundrum lay within these walls. But by all means, continue searching.
Well, there's plenty of other people with us who can maybe bring these down, this wall down.
Perhaps.
Why are you here?
Well, I ran, wounded, and I was hasty.
Yeah, I mean before that. Why did
I know
you
what
come
you
here?
Rookie mistake.
So looking at the glyph,
Yeah.
can I infer anything from that? I guess Arcana check would be the thing. to do
Yeah,
for
go
that.
ahead. Yeah.
I probably can't use guidance. Let's see which one of these rolls better. Great. 10 plus probably nothing, so I don't know anything.
I mean, it's some kind of anti-magic trap. That much you recognize.
Okay. And you already tried dispel magic. Well, you didn't try it from outside the room, but magic doesn't work in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Should I try it from outside the room?
I mean, you can, but I already tried casting a spell into the room. I guess I tried casting it on her, and she's behind the barrier.
Indulge my curiosity. What is your interest in Ajax? Why is it you and your comrade are so interested in whether or not I'm on Ajax's side? Ajax is not here. Ajax is not nearby. Oops. At best, a very distant threat.
He killed our previous commander and my friend.
Pity.
Well, you know, some people are wieners. And Ajax happens to be one of them. It's the preferred nomenclature.
Uh,
I'm kind of at a loss for what to do with this lady. She doesn't really want to talk. We don't really have a means to do anything to get her out.
Is there anything else in this room? Is there another door? Is there another anything on the walls?
There is another door. Yeah. There's another silvered door.
Similar to the one that Lady Orzavar opened.
Yeah.
So we could probably open that door. Well, theoretically.
It's a round room. The corridor curves. There's a door. There's a round room. On the other side is another door.
I mean, we could try to dispel it from outside, but I think we should get the rest of the guys here.
If you can find the means to release me, then we can bargain. Until then, I think we're both wasting time.
Well, I mean, we have some options we can try, but there's no reason to do that if you're not showing anything.
Right, yeah. Like, what does she even have to offer? Like, as far as we know, she's, as far as we know, she could still just be a member of Black Iron Pact who was lying to us.
Yeah.
Like, what do we get out of letting this person go?
I'll do an insight check.
Okay.
To see if it seems like she's lying about if we have a way to get her out, she's willing to talk. Does that work?
I mean, what does Lars think?
I don't really know how insight.
No, I mean, what does Lars think about what she's saying?
I mean, I don't have any reason to trust her, and I don't like strangers, so.
I mean, she's not asking you to trust her. All she's saying is there's no point to sum up. What she's saying is there is no point in us asking each other questions and trying to get answers out of each other, the only thing that matters is, can you get me out of here? If that's possible, well, then maybe I'll start answering your questions and I'll earn my way out by telling you stuff you'd like to know. But I'm not going to tell you stuff that you'd like to know if there's literally no way for you to get me out of here. And as far as you folks can tell, there is not a way for you to get me out of here. So until there is, we have nothing to talk about.
All right. Well, I guess we go back to where those guys are.
Yeah. See you later.
Later, Gator.
Lady Orozavar stays here.
Okay. We'll probably be back.
Anyway, what was going on over here? What were you folks doing? You were checking out. You were checking out the hole. You were checking out the hole.
Yeah, we were looking. Well, OD was looking in there and he saw the nodules and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god, fuck it! I'll put my hand in.
Put your hand in. All right.
Yeah.
What's your wisdom?
10.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh. Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay.
You just rolled.
No, it goes about this far, in, and then you just hit.
I can't feel the whatever it was. I
don't know what you're doing.
And cough, door, cough. No, it's fine.
It just feels.
It feels.
It feels. You can feel the details of these strange channels and these little bumps. I have no idea what you're laughing about.
Nothing.
10.
Do the little bumps move?
Yeah, is anything moving now? And I'm poking and prodding around.
What's your strength?
Ha! Fuck me. 8.
No, nothing.
No.
I'm trying to move these things in here, sirs, but I'm too weak.
No. Yeah, Leech pulls his hand out, and shrugs.
I assume that's where the talisman goes, but
No, this sounds weird. This door looks like the other one.
No, this door is. The other ones are. This is huge. The other ones are door sized.
Oh, like even the one that had like the golden pool of melted whatever in front of it. It didn't look like this.
No.
okay.
No,
And this goes
is,
deeper in. Right?
well, actually, let me think. Like, no, this is the same as the door that led into here.
Yeah.
This door, the seal failed, and the Sun Elf got out. This door, the seal is still intact.
Right.
The seal meaning the magic that keeps it shut.
Yeah.
So you guys have encountered two types of doors. You've encountered runed silver doors that are normal sized, and you've encountered much larger doors that have all sorts of crazy stuff in them. You've encountered two of those. One of those was open when you showed up here, and the gold had all flown out, and that's how you got into this room. And that's the room with the diamond and the Sun Elf.
So, I mean, I wonder if it's even. Like, would we even want to open that door? Like,
Well, I
if there
think
was a
we
Sun Elf in this one.
Because I think the
what's in the
wards
next
are in
one?
here, right?
Yes.
Oh, the items
Yeah.
are showing.
That's the impression that I get, is that the things that we're here to get are behind
King, as you guys
Right.
are trying to puzzle out what's going on, and Butts comes to and is like, exhilarating. King and Boots come in without the paladin.
We need you.
Eh?
We got a.
So good.
We got some weird psionic barrier. We're trying to figure out one of the Black Iron Pact is in there.
Uh,
Well,
And
maybe.
maybe Black Iron Pact. I don't know. She isn't very talkative, but
you want me to?
well,
Maybe.
most likely yes. But first of all, I want to try to get some information out of her, and the only way we're going to get information is if we prove we have a way to potentially get her out of there.
How do you know it's not a trap?
We don't.
Butts says the first step in avoiding a trap is knowing of its existence.
And if it is a trap, then it didn't go off
Yeah, that's great.
on either of us.
Thinking.
Well,
I'm Butts.
Slim's pretty impressive. So she's going to try and take over somebody.
We can check it out.
Yeah.
She's tried to get us all in the room at the same time. We
Oh,
haven't
by the
all
way,
gone
we
at the same
we
time.
fought a thing.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
right.
we bought time.
Well, yeah, while
killed
you,
time.
while
Yeah,
you
they all,
two,
some of them look a
we
little
killed
fucked
some
up.
time
Yeah,
while
we
you're
killed some
gone.
time.
yeah.
A+.
I mean, I feel like we just killed some time in there too, so, you know. A plus, guys.
But, like,
What
High
happened?
five.
What happened to
For
the
like real time.
to the
You've been
Dragonborn?
chatting, have you, sir?
I mean, I wouldn't call it chatting.
You notice that
Kinda
they have
one
this
way.
nice new rapier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
check
that's
out-
right. I wanted to. All right.
Give it to him.
And this
Use it.
leather.
May I?
Are you wearing?
Who's got it?
You now have time to put this stuff on if you want.
Yeah.
Are you going to put on the Black Iron Pact's armor?
It's tough because like I don't want it to if it has an insignia on it.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. But if you know the Black Iron Pact, you know that's their armor.
Yeah.
Just because of how featureless, and it's not like normal iron doesn't look like this. It looks like carbonized.
Yeah.
It's got some crazy. Actually, it doesn't look entirely unlike this stuff.
Right.
Right. It's got this crazy
Matte finish.
Maybe cover it up somehow.
Yeah. It looks like it's. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
So if you don't know the Black
Iron.
Iron Pact,
Yeah.
it just looks like it's black armor. Big deal.
Yeah.
But if you do know the Black Iron Pact, you're like, that's their fucking armor. It's that smooth, featureless black.
Do you have detect good and evil?
Protection, detect poison.
Detect good and evil doesn't really work the way it used to.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless Matt says it does.
Oh.
I don't think it ever worked the way we
We-
thought it did.
we should probably look at
Because we
the
always
armor
used it
before we
like,
throw it
as
on,
like
because
detect
I wouldn't
alignment,
wear anything
but it
with
never
Black
said
Iron
that. It
Pact.
always
You know,
said
It might be
it
like
has to be a powerful
tracker
ring.
device.
Think of the rings,
Source.
not tracker device.
we never,
yeah.
we
Put
never
on
read
the
all the
ring.
rules, so we always assumed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to you,
Paladins could just detect alignment.
So I'd say let's do some
I'll
research.
just put it in the
What's terrible?
whole
You're
thing
all
for now.
talking the same.
I'll put it in the pocket
You should have studied on.
storage bag.
Where are you putting what in?
I'm putting the armor along with all the other shit in the
Solid, okay.
what's it
Bag of
called?
holding.
So there's
Wait,
that leather.
except for that
bag
rapier
holding.
though. Let me see that real quick.
And there's also
We don't
leather
know if there
armor.
might be something wrong with this. It's something that the Black Iron Pact was wielding. So if you're willing to have
check
this
it out.
embed into your hand the way that the rings are, then sure, go ahead.
I've got two hands.
All right. So yeah, I'll hand the rapier over to Boots.
You grab you hold yeah. As you put your hand into the pommel, the guard, you hold the sword.
Sweet.
I thought I was gonna have to be like,
Yeah.
all right, here we go. I'm gonna hand off.
I can't resist.
I'll take that
I can't
bag back.
resist. I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, in the bag? Here you go.
Anyway, yeah, you got this badass rapier. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
So is he holding like a butter knife?
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's not a cursed item. It is what it is.
seems perfectly safe, sir.
There you go. That's
Probably wear the armor.
the top one. That's what you got.
Dancer.
Maybe trick.
Tiny dance.
Ooh. You may
No,
be a
those
lover,
are all
but you ain't no
humans.
dancer.
Are you still able to use your psionics?
I mean, Slim's psychically intuned, but he doesn't really have any psychic powers.
Sure, he does. You're,
Well, yeah, he's
you're
got
good.
mage hand, and
That's those are things you can do. You don't know.
yeah, they're not.
You don't know
spells.
magic.
Yeah.
You don't know magic. Just the power of your mind is what allows you to do that. You are a psionic
Oh.
creature.
So you might be the only one who can go in that room and use those powers to make any kind of change. Same thing with like the crystal that you have. Like if that's a psionic crystal versus a magical crystal,
Mm-hmm.
like it might change something.
Try it.
Yeah, I mean that's all we got based on what we've experienced in there. So
Is there anything you want Butts to do here in this room before she goes?
I really want her to. I want her to check. Sorry, I want her to check that door again,
Okay.
just to do like any last things that she might have noticed. Maybe she missed the first time, especially with the key.
Has she already made an Arcana check? She did that.
She did before she got
What was
blasted.
what was the result of that? Because I don't think that.
16, I think.
And what is it you want to know?
I think I just want her.
Wait, do we?
She says I don't think that whatever this is, this cylinder, the thing you call a key, strange shaped key, but I don't think the cylinder turns this off. I think this is permanent. I think the cylinder just lets you go through it.
Go through it.
Yeah, I think if we could turn this, if we could activate this, it would open, it would let us through. But unlike the other doors, I think the magic is permanent. Like if you close this door again, she says, that's why I thought it might be, turn it off. But she says, I think it's that person used a ring and suppressed the magic and got through. And then the knight did nothing effectively. The knight closing the door caused the magic to come back. Because I don't know what that ring was. Ring of, she goes, I don't know. But I think all it does is it suppresses. I think this magic is permanent. I don't think it can be dispelled.
Yeah, that was something about that. Was it that note we found talking about the 3 W's?
Mm-hmm.
One of them at the end said something about you can't. Oh, what did it say?
If it closes, you won't be able to get back through.
There you go.
Right?
On the nosy.
Probably. I don't have that note. You guys have it.
Yeah, I know, but who knows what that is?
I mean, yeah. It's all the hubbub. You probably, yeah.
No, that does line up with what the note
Right.
said. Essentially,
So
it was like once this, if it closes behind you, you're effed. Is basically
Right.
What it
So
said.
that person that went through there ain't getting back out. So maybe we don't care.
Well,
If I can't get out.
But what's in there? Butts says.
Probably
What's in? What's behind the door?
a million-year sword, or whatever that is.
Yeah. We don't have any way to get in there
Item.
unless you can think of something. But
So do you want to?
Well, we may know someone who knows how.
has a means.
Knows how the ring person got in there.
Is she wearing any other rings except for the Black Iron Pact one?
She's not even wearing that one anymore. She took it off.
Interesting.
Wasn't attached to her finger.
So she's not Black Iron Pact.
Is she a spy maybe for the Sapphire?
So she says that she's not aligned with. She's her specific words were, that she's not as much a part of the Black Iron Pact as I am a part of the Chain. And I'm kind of inclined to, I don't know.
She's a mole of some kind, perhaps.
I'm kind of inclined to believe that she's
Mold.
not just a
A rat.
part of the Black Iron Pact. It seems like she's a mole or
She's working for
spy for some other organization. She won't say who.
She's also said that her enemies are our enemies.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
In sort of
in
every
every-
respect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mysterious. But anyway, you have psionic powers. She's behind a psionic barrier.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's see if we can make a deal.
Okay.
Yes, Butts says, let's go.
All right.
We'll figure this out later.
Come on, stinking cloud.
And orcs attack.
Does he know I'm Butts?
Yeah.
Why does he call me Stinking Cloud?
Well,
Remember that
trying
time?
to stink.
You keep casting
You keep
it.
using this thing, and it's just all over your clothes, and you just reek.
It's my thing.
I know, but
All right, you guys head down. You go back out into the kind of antechamber, where there's this is a large round room. Also, yeah, make never mind.
A cake.
There's like 4 ways into this room. There's the way you just came through, the way you came in through the tunnels, and then there's the door that was ajar when you came in, the kind of normal silver door that was ajar, and then there's just a archway that doesn't have a door, and that is the direction these two lead you. They lead you through the archway, which you folks haven't been down before, and it's a curving corridor that ends in a normal silver door. It has runes on it, but those runes are dead, and the door is standing open, and there's a gemstone Dragonborn Knight, resplendent in her emerald crystals, kind of sitting with her kind of like dozing slightly with her head against the wall. And then there's a room beyond that appears to be white marble walls and floor, which is very different from the stone, the kind of sandstone that you guys are, or limestone that you guys are familiar with, sedimentary rock that you guys are familiar with. And all throughout that room, before you enter into it, you see there's these glinting, sparkling facets embedded in the marble.
this is the same room that's got the prismatic circle.
And there's a glyph in the middle of the floor, and the edge of the glyph is radiating up this prismatic wall. It looks exactly the same as Slim's, the energy that wreathes Slim's sword. And then kind of in the same pose as the knight is sitting what appears to be a human woman in black garb that looks not entirely unlike the wizard that teleported away, but it's not the same character.
What did the wizard that teleported away look like?
Like a noblewoman, except a lot of her outfit was black.
Okay, and this one looks
Same kind of outfit, same kind of garb, of the same class of person, just wearing mostly black wizard's clothes.
So these facets, What's the deal with them? Are they just sort of like
They look like almost like
little gemstones mixed in?
not gemstones,
marble?
more like mica, more like little flakes of some kind of.
Okay.
Yeah,
So like if I touch them, nothing happens.
I know. You're gonna touch them.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Make a perception check or investigate. Make an investigation check. You're definitely investigating these things.
Okay, perception. 14.
14. They look like stone. They look like it's like marble, and then little pieces of like just regular stone.
Okay.
Like not quartz, not gemstone, just rock.
Okay. All right, I want to go over and look at this thing in the middle.
A gift. Welcome. She stands up and sort of like bows a little bit to you.
Quiet creature. I'm looking at this thing. I don't know. I'm gonna try and like concentrate on it, or just sort of stare at it and see if I can psionically do something. I don't know.
I'm gonna ready a hold person, so in case it does come down and she tries something.
Okay. No, nothing happens. No, concentrating on it doesn't seem to do anything.
What happens if I touch it?
It just feels like glass. Where you touch it, your finger kind of glows. Like it makes a little glowing spot.
This is
on
the
prismatic wall.
Oh no, I'm talking about the rune with the coming up.
Right. There's a rune on the floor.
Okay.
Carved into the floor. And around the edges of that room, there's a prismatic wall.
And she's sitting in the middle of it.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
and the prismatic wall looks like the stuff that wreathes my sword?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this shimmering rainbow energy that shifts, the colors shift and move as you look at it. And it even sheds a light.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. You
Slice
use
it.
when I said do you have your psionics, I meant do you have amplify available, because maybe that can cut through. I don't know how long, if it's still up. I don't know how long it lasts.
It only lasts a minute.
Well, even if you just take the psionic crystal and just like touch it to the wall, I wonder if something will happen.
I don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Well,
This would
we
be
can always find
perfect.
another
This
one.
is a perfect opportunity for Matt to destroy it and take it away.
The woman on the other side of the wall looks at you as you're thinking, and she says, "I applaud your industry." Slim's like, I do not know what that means.
So touch it. That didn't do anything. It just feels like glass.
You said there's another door inside this room?
Yep, there's a door
So
behind
how
her.
big is the rune? Is basically like she's standing on the rune.
It's like a circle of protection,
And it's like-
right? It's if this were here. Actually, let me just get another thing just to draw on. It's like and you guys, there's a door here, and there's a door here. And this door is
Your circles have improved. Great moves. Keep it up.
No longer
Proud of you.
and this door is
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
and this is this is like it's the circle looks like, if you do this, not entirely unlike the semicircle you saw around the door, where it's two circles, two concentric circles, and between them there's all these fucking runes and shit. Oh, look, it's me. Hi. And this is the map of the room.
Right.
And this is the map of the room turned out.
So the dots are
This is a map
that thing on
upside
the
down.
other side.
What?
The
dots. This is a zoom in on the dots.
Okay. All right.
And the wall is emanating from the outer circle. The edge of the outer circle defines the prismatic
Right.
wall. And that's prismatic with a lowercase p. I'm aware that there are spells in D&D that use prismatic something.
Yeah.
Pure coincidence.
All right. I'll take my gem and touch it to the thing, see if anything happens.
The woman watches and she's fascinated, and the gem glows.
It glows.
Yep. Your gem glows. You've never seen it do that before.
Does it
Take
stop?
it away, the glow fades.
If you use it like a glass cutter.
Glows.
So I walk in and
carry
say,
a piece of a dragon. cut from its living flesh.
Oh,
Fascinating. Whence came you by this artifact? Oh no, I'm. Don't tell me. I'm keen to guess.
Does it? Do I get the sense that touching it like recharged any, like gave me any charges back or anything like
No,
that?
that's not like
Like
you're,
that.
you know how many charges I don't know how you know, but you
Right.
know
Well,
how
I
many-
know how much energy it
Yeah,
has.
you can sense how much energy it has. 12 charges normally, correct? How many charges are left right now? There are 4 charges left. There are still 4 charges left. It has not imbued your it has not imbued your thing with any power.
Is the door that's in the back of this room, is it like one of the silver doors?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, the Dragonborn Paladin joins you.
Joins who?
All of you. You guys are all here, right?
Are we all with
I think
Slim? As
We're
he's
not
doing-
all.
Are we
Are we all outside
I'll
the
wait,
room?
all in the room.
I'll wait outside the room. Just
Yeah, because I thought I was at.
Are so
Yeah,
you still here?
she was holding.
I'm
No.
outside.
They're how I was standing outside the room, and I
Okay,
was
all right.
holding
The
one
Dragonborn
person.
Paladin stands up and walks into the room.
Okay.
Stands near whoever is in the room,
Slim and I
near
are
the
there.
near the thing. You're free to interpret that however you want.
Do you want to? Well,
How many charges does it amplify? Phil, is it 4?
4.
I am Lady Rosavar. What manner of creature are you? You're the only one in the room. She's like standing closer to you than I am right now.
What would Slim say?
I'll be in the room as well.
Okay.
I had also walked in there.
I don't think Slim would answer that. I think he thinks it's a dumb question.
Okay.
I really don't know what to do with this.
I think.
So, can your mage hand is psionic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you try to press on it with your mage hand?
Scrub away.
Like, I'm curious if psionics go through it, and
Yeah.
if so, and not we don't want to break your crystal, so we're not going to use the last charges, right? We'd have to come back, but
Yeah.
if psionics go through it, and we can use amplify to try to shatter the barrier.
So if I
on the
so I'm gonna use my. I mean, I don't think it's actually mage hand. I think it's like
It's something equivalent.
equivalent. And
It's not the spell Mage Hand.
I want
It's
to try to use my mage hand and sort of trace the inner circle.
So you're able
Psionic.
to manifest your Mage Hand.
Okay.
But it cannot penetrate the wall.
Oh no.
And you can't manifest it inside the wall. If you try to manifest it inside the wall, your Mage Hand manifests outside the wall.
What are the other
Oh, that's
psionic things that you can do?
That's the first magic that's been cast.
I mean, I can.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked.
Magic was.
It's not magic.
It's not magic.
Oh.
It's psionic.
Well, it's the first
Psychic abilities.
thing that worked in here.
Yeah. I think.
Lady Rosavar goes and turns and leaves. And she walks past all you folks and starts exiting them.
I'm gonna call out to her and say, "Hold on a moment. I think we might need you for this."
The church must be told what's happening here.
Oh boy.
Well, don't you want to get this person out so you can?
I said,
ma'am. Shit.
Hang on. We should go stop her.
Well, I really wanted to have her hold the
Yeah.
crystal. so she's
We should
a
go.
dragon.
We should stop her
Try
from
to
telling
Misty
other
step
people
inside.
where Ringwell is.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna
we
put.
need to do that.
I'm gonna
even-
put.
It's like a solid wall.
Is she still within? Can I still see Lady or?
So I can't misty step through into
So if you try to Misty Step in,
Yeah.
you end up just on the other side.
Ugh.
It's a little disorienting. You're not used to not ending up exactly where you expect it to. You're like,
Right.
Is the Gemstone Dragon? Is she within seal casting distance?
Sure.
Okay, so whenever I put a seal on somebody, do they know that? Because
I
it
think
says only I can see it.
No, I think it says in the Illrigger write-up that the person who has been sealed knows that they've been censured. They just don't know. They just don't know what it is. I think the Illrigger write-up did. I can look it up.
I'm at a loss.
Anyway, so she can't get rid of it. So I'm gonna put a.
Well, yeah, she can't. Well, she can't get rid of it. So
Yeah.
screw it. Who cares?
So I'm gonna
If
go
I-
ahead and like quickly apply a seal to her.
I hit it
and
with my
then-
sword. It just clang, clang.
Yeah, just
clang.
like it's just like hitting a solid brick.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna use suggestion, and I'm gonna suggest to her that she stay here and help us.
How does suggestion work?
So suggestion is
Saving throw.
you suggest a course of activity, limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune. Suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. If the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability, duration up to 8 hours. So it's going to be a disadvantage for you because you have a seal on yourself.
Advantage. What kind of ill-rigor bullshit is this? I'm letting you know now because it's your class.
Sure.
But the next version of the ill-rigor, the whole thing is that if you want to do your crazy shit, you have to use the seals. And it's not always one you put. Sometimes I think with like the Architect of Ruin, it's like if you want to impose disadvantage on somebody for a save, you have to burn one of your seals. You don't have to put it on them. You can just have it and go. Psh.
I see.
It's more about using your seals like resources.
Mhm.
It's not. It's some of your. So you get like at ninth level, you have 3 different things your seals do for you. 4 if you can count the extra damage. Disadvantage, and I rolled it, and I got a 6, which means I failed my wisdom saving throw. This. Go ahead. Yeah. So
She's going to stay and help
she
us.
turns around and she says, "You are quite helpless. You might need my aid."
I think we do.
Nice.
I think
Shout, Anna.
Yeah.
so. I think I'm actually going to take off exile and leave exile in the hall, and then walk into the
Your sword.
yeah.
She picks it up, hands it to you.
Don't put it down. Just put it against the. Just gonna take it very quickly and be like, I'm gonna leave it here because there's something going on with this room. This is a special sword. So we're gonna go in the room and I'm gonna suggest, or not suggest, but like. But I think I'll say like, this is a gemstone dragon and you have a gemstone from a bigger gemstone dragon, presumably. Do you want to see if the lady knight can take the stone and if there's any difference?
Are you asking me if I want to give my stone to this green dragon?
Not permanently. It's just for a moment.
Emerald. But my progenitor was ruby.
Oh, interesting. Christmas colors.
No.
Yeah, no way someone's going to give that thing up.
Well,
It's not giving it up.
Yeah, we're handing it to somebody who's giving it up.
Well, you
Judge.
guys can both hold hands. And then both do it at the same time, if it
I
makes
don't
you
know
feel
if that's
better.
something Judge would suggest.
Well, I mean,
You
Hold
would.
hands.
like if I hold it and she like wants to do that,
Well, it's more like I believe that this is a gemstone from a dragon, as the lady in the thing said, and this is a gemstone
Right.
dragonborn.
Well, fuck. I wouldn't know this, so never mind.
So
I had an idea,
It's
but
like she might have a stronger
Gemstone dragons
connection
are
with the gemstone.
Correct.
she hasn't
So-
tried to do anything with her abilities.
No, but Gemstone Dragonborn aren't.
Or
They're
removed.
not dragons.
Or removed.
They're
They still get psionics.
yeah, correct. Yeah, but
Limited psionics.
Correct. Yeah, pretty limited. Yeah.
But anyway, I was thinking she might have a stronger connection with it, and then because you have a very strong psychic connection, but this is from something tied to her species or her ancestry.
Now, let me see. What?
she may place the tip of her finger on it.
See if
You
it-
guys are both going to be like a Ouija.
Where's my
It's at the end of the gemstone. You just passed it.
Nick Despain art? I fucking love his the dragon he drew.
Yeah, right at the end of the gemstone dragonborn section.
She's under my influence at the moment, so she's here to help us.
What?
And I don't think part
What?
of her.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
It's ridiculous.
So I think she's not going to take it from you. She's not going to steal it from you, because that would not be a helpful thing to
Okay.
do.
All right. What do you want her to do?
Well, Slim,
On me.
what do you think?
Well,
I mean, she's not. She looks at your crystal and is like, "What's it? Why is he off?"
She has limited psionics. She can do things that the crystal can do. Not everything. I don't remember what.
Why don't you just try touching the prism?
I have touched it.
You have touched
With-
it?
yes.
With your sword? But have you touched it?
Yeah,
with your
remember
hand?
she was climbing.
Oh yeah,
we
she
weren't
was
here.
actually.
So, what do you think?
Why?
What happens?
I mean-
What
I
happens
mean,
if you
she-
touch? What happens if you touch this gem?
She touches the gem and she's like,
Does anything happen?
what is that? Where did you come by that?
It was given to me.
It disturbs her.
What color is that?
It looks like a rainbow. It's
Yeah.
prismatic.
Rainbow.
Same kind of.
Probably. I mean, you're
Stuff.
touching a dead
What happened whenever you touched
dragon.
it? You saw things?
It filled me with unease.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I don't know. No, I'm at a
Well-
loss.
What is this charade I'm undertaking? Why did you ask this of me?
I thought maybe that you and the crystal would have a stronger connection because whenever he touches the crystal to the prismatic force field here, it does something. The crystal begins to glow, and so the agent within says that this crystal is part of a gemstone dragon, and so with you being a gemstone dragonborn,
Part
I
of a
thought-
crystal dragon.
that's what she says. This was just
And then,
given to him.
Lady Violentia says, that is what I said.
So I thought maybe if you held the crystal and touched it to the thing, it would be a stronger and be able to break the prism.
I'm going to have the knight, Lady Rosavar, make an insight check. She stands in front of the wall, basically in the same position, in the same pose that Slim was in when he was using his gemstone, and she concentrates, and she starts to, and the wall kind of goes for a second, and it becomes markedly more transparent in a spot, and then Lady Rosavar passes out, falls to the ground.
She can do it. She's the one.
So now we may have the means to bring down your wall. So do you want to communicate with us?
Well,
You're an optimist, she says. I enjoyed that display. I admit that together we're certainly making progress. But I think it seems as though tap, tap, tap. We still have a way to go.
why do we care about this creature?
I don't know.
She's in some way.
Isn't she the enemy?
She works for the Black Iron
Oh,
Pact.
I am not your enemy. I admire the Gith. They're fantastic warriors.
You're not going anywhere, is
True. But
We're trying to see if we can mutually help each other. We need information on the Black Iron Pact. We need to hunt them down and murder them in their sleep for what they did to our men.
is that why we came down here?
We came down here to
Well,
stop
that's
them
why
from.
they came down. That's well.
She may have information for how we can get through the other doors to get the wards, which is why we're here.
I do have that information.
So she says.
Do you?
Yes.
Can I do an insight check? See if she's.
Well,
I detect any kind
well,
of like.
If you can get past those
Sure. Yeah.
get
Judge,
past those wards, why can't you get out of this trap?
I did not say I could get past those words. I said I know how it can be done. I know how it was done. And when the time comes, I know how it will be done again.
Does your psionics give you the ability to like detect thoughts or anything like that?
I
Go ahead and make your roll. I mean, Judge is you're an ill
I mean, we have a potion for that.
Judge's ability
yeah.
to detect that's true, but it's magic.
Oh.
We drink
I
outside.
think
Yeah,
his
drink it
insight's
outside.
not
Then come
super
in.
good, but
Do you want to do that? Go for it.
oh fuck,
well, the curse is back.
yeah, 3.
Well,
She rolled a 4 earlier, so
Whack,
it's never been gone.
Whack.
whack.
I lost 4 of my agents trying to infiltrate the Black Iron Pact, and when the time came, I took matters into my own hands and was successful. And lo, these past 4 days, I have walked among them, unseen and unknown. And she looks at the ring, and she says, passing as one of them. And then she turns around and sits back down against the wall.
All right.
So she is mole.
Yeah.
Well, if the Black Iron Pact are your enemies, then you're our friend.
It's probably in our best interest that you're able to rejoin them.
Would you tell us what organization or entity or whatever sent you here?
I sent me.
This is kind of a long shot, but I can communicate with Somnium Tenebris.
Sure,
I wonder if I ask the navigator. I'm going to describe to the navigator what I see.
You hear the voice in your head. This is ship intelligence.
And I want to describe what I see and ask it try to find out if it knows anything about this sort of thing. I like I said, it's a long shot. I don't know if it has any sort of information databases or.
I'm a writer. Sometimes I gotta write.
We should probably try and get the Dragonborn resuscitated at some point.
Oh yeah.
She's just kind of like.
I'm not in the room. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh well, no, I can't. It's magic.
Yeah. So
We'll just drag her out.
Yeah, it's annoying.
in the hallway.
Let it sleep.
True, actually. Seems got a good point.
do we want to resuscitate her?
No.
She's gonna go tell the church about.
Oh,
Ringwell.
yeah.
Right.
Suggestion
yeah,
will probably run off.
Right.
Yeah, let's leave her.
Seriously, what a waste.
Let's just leave her asleep. Yeah, I think if she's
Yeah, you're
gone,
right.
wouldn't it? Then she'll be off again.
She'll wake
Like,
up
we
soon
can't let
enough,
people
and then
know
we'll have
about
to
this
listen
place.
to her flapping her jaws.
And from the story she's given us, she's the only one from that organization that knows about this place.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, followed him down there.
I'm half tempted to try.
You
and
hear
see what
a
you
voice in your head say, the barrier you describe registers as a type 5 metallic shield.
Man.
And how do you nullify this type 5 metallic shield?
Psionic energy. Psionic energy defeats the shield.
Swing away.
Sound.
Power up and.
Is that what Amplify does?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me try this. I'm not going to do amplify,
She stands up.
but
She sits down.
I will try using flay on it.
Ooh.
And that only cost me 2 charges, so I won't,
If you use
I won't-
2 charges on the crystal, will that mean that you don't even have the option to use Amplify anymore because it's 4 charges?
Right.
Well,
But I wouldn't because I don't want to destroy it.
it recharges.
Does
Yeah, it'll
Amplify
recharge
automatically?
at the end.
As long as he doesn't use all the charges.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. So
Ah,
you used all 4, you'd be fucked.
Right. Be
And even if it does it automatically fail if you use all charges? Or is there a chance that it fails if you use all charges?
I'm pretty sure if I use
said it.
all the charges, it says if you use all the charges,
Percentage, right?
it turns into
Yeah.
an inert
Okay.
precious stone.
There used to be magic items where
I had
there
a-
may still be that if
I
you
had
use all the
something-
charges, there's a
Staff.
1 in 20 chance. Yeah, I'd like that.
I think the
this one.
staff was like that or something.
All right, you watch Slim as he holds and his eyes glow, and then a blast, like a cone of psionic energy erupts from his eyes. And it's the same, it's much brighter. It's solid. And it blasts into the wall and it's deflected off the wall. But you definitely see there's some interference between his psionic blast and the energy of the wall. The wall doesn't drop though. It doesn't do the thing it did when Lady Verozavar concentrated on it. It doesn't do that thing where it turns. It's hard to see though. Maybe underneath
So
the solid blast of psionic energy, maybe there's some transparent space behind there, but you can't see it.
Dang.
Otherwise, the whole wall in that area of your cone, it reacts wildly with your psionic energy.
But
Isn't
only
your
when
boy
it
a
hits and then
gemstone
it
dragonborn?
stops.
Yep.
What the fuck?
No, he's a normal dragonborn.
Yeah.
Rip.
Ox.
How long does it take to recharge that crystal?
I can get what is it? A certain amount back.
It's like a 1d4 every day or
I
something.
think it's a D6. With a long rest, or a day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well-
Looks like we're going to bed.
Yeah,
Should
it
we camp out
recharges
here?
upon completing a long rest.
Yeah, I mean, if it recharges and we can get full
Camp out.
blast on it, right?
Try amplify with the sword.
Yeah.
Sword slice.
Well, it's a D6, maybe.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise we're down here for a
We
week.
He's got to roll at least a 3.
Yeah.
Right, but what else are we doing right now?
You can't get through the doors yet.
We either have a kip and
Yeah.
try that, or
It's 10:30.
twiddle our thumbs.
We've been playing for a little over 3 hours. Maybe it's a good place to stop.
I just want to say this works now, but whatever.
What are you guys going to try and do? You guys going to rest here?
Rest?
You gonna
I mean,
did somebody say rest a week? What did I hear?
Said a
maybe.
kip?
Definitely, no, we definitely need a night
To get the
to get him charged
back.
up again, so he can use his full charge.
Well,
And
that's if he rolls a 3 or better.
Right.
Well, yeah, and it's if that, so it might be a couple of nights.
a 3 or a 3 or better?
He's got.
Well, yeah, because I had to roll a D6 to recharge
Yeah.
to see how many
Right.
charges come back.
Right, but you only have 2 charges left.
Right.
So,
So,
even if you rolled a 6, you'd only have 8 charges.
right, but
It's
then
only
I
four
can
turns
use.
for
then
Oh,
I
you're
can
trying to
use-
use. I didn't know what you're trying to do.
I can use
I thought you were
amplify.
trying to. Okay.
Yeah. Then
I
you
mean,
can,
I don't know if it matters.
Where do you guys want to rest?
Probably a butcher shop, right?
Yeah.
yeah, pop back after the butcher's shop.
Yeah, is Angel and stuff there? Because didn't we call for him, or didn't you do a diplomat's patch thing to tell
Oh,
him to
yeah,
get the
sounds
fuck over
To
here?
start a. But I mean, it's only been a couple hours. I mean, we'll see what's there. But we told him to set up a butcher shop. We're opening a butcher shop
Mm.
Yeah.
because we live there now.
Yes.
Uh,
We're gonna open it up. Yeah.
It's our hideout.
Somebody
And
said
our-
we should call it Chain Links
Yeah.
to the sausage store.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, we need to recruit the dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Say, hey,
The
come,
sausage
He's our
maker?
sous chef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
sell your links in our
Like,
shop.
even people who have read my notes, because I post my notes on Patreon,
Mm-hmm.
have no idea who this person behind this thing is. I made sure when I wrote my notes that even if you read it,
Do they know how to get this thing down?
Yeah, did I? You can text me on
No. Don't do that.
94.
I'm gonna go sign up
Yeah.
for Patreon right now.
That just means like everybody is like ripping their hair out, just like you
Right.
fucking idiots.
God, where do they
Probably.
think these things
I know,
are?
it's probably something like super obvious.
Yeah.
There's a lever somewhere.
Yeah, there's not a button on
Yeah.
the wall. is
so
there?
before
Yeah. I pushed the button.
before we do that, we should probably investigate the room a little bit more.
God.
I guess we haven't really done that.
That's true.
the room you're in,
Yeah.
There's nothing else in here.
the other door.
It's
There's another
basic.
door.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I think it's
I
think it's heavy.
I'm outside.
hint. So
No, I'm coming in now.
Okay.
Poke around. I'm bored outside.
I'm gonna go stand outside and pick up exile again.
Okay, is the paladin
13.
still unconscious in here?
Yes, we want
I'll
to keep
drag her
around.
out.
Oh.
I'm not gonna
So
wake her up.
kind-hearted. Judge, you're so soft-hearted.
I'm not soft-hearted.
Yeah.
It's a respect due another night. It's the same respect you would expect somebody to pay you.
It's lawful.
Correct.
I like
Yeah.
Lawful. With the falafel waffle. Are you going to?
we have Mr. Evil Judge, and I'm the one who has to bring up. Maybe we don't want this person to go fucking tell them about Ringwell.
So yeah, what
Well,
did you
I
roll?
know-
What did you roll? 13.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, you don't need it. It seems like a featureless room.
Yeah. I definitely have no problem knocking her ass out again if she wakes up.
I mean, there are other doors that we haven't
Oh yeah,
opened. There are other places we haven't seen.
100%.
I don't-
100.
Well, there's no door in this room, right?
100%.
Yeah.
That we haven't been in.
There's a door in this room you haven't been through. Correct.
Shall we?
And there's another door in the antechamber room that you guys haven't been through. It was open when you guys came in. And you
Yeah,
were
we're just going to go through the other door and it'll just be like, press this button to release.
yeah, that easy. Yeah.
let's
Press-
find out. I'm gonna
Let's go, yeah. I'm
open
off.
the door.
So,
I'm
what was his
with-
name? Violenta?
I've
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
We're going to keep working this problem. We'll be back.
Yeah.
I believe you, she says.
I strolled off with
We could do without this.
You seem a diligent bunch.
one way of putting
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, you starved to death in there, so
Yeah.
could be worse.
it. Yeah, not going
One less
anywhere.
asshole in this world.
It's not as it's yeah. It's,
So I guess we're carrying the unconscious Dragonborn
No,
around.
it's the hallway.
No, just leave it
fine.
there.
just leave her behind.
Yeah.
No,
Wake
because then
up.
she's gonna wake up and fucking.
Well,
run
does
her all
anybody
the
have
church.
any rope?
What church?
Yeah, we must all.
Huh?
What church?
Oh,
Start shooting.
Isabella or something?
Saint Isabella and all the churches are under.
Navarre.
Is it Navarre? Navarre, yeah.
Yeah, Saint Isabella is the patron saint of capital.
Should we just fucking whack whack this thing?
Kill
You mean
it?
like
Yeah.
Why?
Well, if it's a threat to our mission,
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's
That's true.
there's levels. There's incapacitation, and there's there's before death. Just saying, because
how did you
Judging paladin,
survive in
gentlemen.
Alloway?
easily.
By
nobody's going around
killing
killing
your
each other.
enemies.
Nobody's going around killing each other in Alloway.
Oh, how do
They're a
you know?
civilized bunch, unlike you people.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's why it fell.
she's tenacious too, man. Like, I don't know. If she wakes up, she's just gonna, like, if she wakes up when that spell you put her under wears off.
She's off.
just, she's off, or she's gonna start pushing us around again.
I've got some drow poison. I have, yeah. That we got off the drow.
that's regular everyday poison. That's not magical. That'll
Right, I could help her sleep for
I'm
a
strong
little
enough.
longer, sirs.
I'm just gonna carry her.
okay.
You need to carry her around?
She wakes up and says, "My hero." No. Sorry.
I might poison her.
I couldn't resist.
Well,
She's actually a
okay.
succubus now.
Gotta wake up and
She's actually a
Stop
cursed item. Now you have to carry somebody for the rest of your life.
She's actually a cursed item.
Cursed item.
I mean, what do you mean?
Put her in the bag of holding.
Oh, yeah.
All right, where are you guys?
Probably.
Stick
All
her
right,
head out.
so you see King carrying Lady Arozavar as he walks out, carrying his new lady friend.
I was gonna open
There we
that
go again.
other
Yeah.
door in this room.
is fucking
the silver
cool.
door.
Thanks.
Could have crossbowed her.
The paint job line's really cool.
Yeah.
You know? Wow.
I knew you painted it.
You painted it?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
that.
you painted it.
and it's a kit bash too. It's like
Really?
it's like 3 different kits.
Oh,
is
yeah,
it
that's
really?
awesome.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's super cool.
Don't fucking break it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I see you fiddling with
You
it.
should take that away
I know
from
how
That
this
is
ends.
100 correct. It
Yes.
is, yeah, correct. Yeah,
Take it away from him, Tom.
Swords is a little.
He's about
wiggly.
2 minutes away from breaking something.
Go
on it,
to
so
the-
you should do the thing.
accurate. So, yes.
Or
Anyway,
leaving it across the office somewhere where you're not going to find it for a week and a half.
listen. Just because everything you say is true. So, yeah. What are you guys going to do?
Silver door, silver door.
Yeah,
I've already gone through the silver door.
Yeah.
Some more doors, yeah.
You've already gone. Okay. So it leads. You can open it. It leads down the arc, the curved corridor, 10 feet wide, that led to this room with the prismatic cage in it. Continues, and it ends. There's an archway, and there's a 20-foot room. Actually, yeah, there's a 30-foot room. They're 30-foot wide, that has no walls and appears to just be a normal room. There's nothing in here.
Nothing at all.
Not as far as you can see.
Nothing.
As far as you can
Don't go to the middle of the room.
Yeah, seriously.
There's no runes on the floor.
Okay.
I mean, you can investigate if you want.
Yeah,
I'm going to investigate.
gonna have a
Go
look
ahead.
around.
Yeah.
I think Butts is going to investigate too.
That's only a 13, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Butts is a good investigator.
19.
12,
Yeah.
actually.
Minus one.
19?
Yeah.
I thought it was
19
plus
from
1,
Butts.
but it's just 0.
Oh, no, 19 from
from
Leech.
Leech.
19 from Leech.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stone room like the rest of the place. It's every the marble room with the prismatic wall was special, but the rest of this complex, every surface is carved with figures from an ancient empire, and the only thing you notice is that the floor isn't flat.
Okay.
It's very, very, very slightly convex. And if you look up now, when you look, as you realize that, you look up, the ceiling is also convex,
Okay.
so that it's actually, but it's so minor
Yeah.
that if you walked across it, it would seem like it was flat.
Right. You would
Okay.
Apart from that,
Nothing else.
No.
Mm. And it's just that's it. There's nothing else in it. Just
no, I mean
it
it's
ends
a
in
very old room, and
a little 20 by 20 room.
30.
Maybe
It's a 30 feet across. It's a round room, 30 feet across.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's that other door that's ajar in the main antechamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doors in this room.
Nope,
No.
not that you can see, and you've looked around.
Yeah.
I look around. I can't. I'd have to, even if I rolled a 20, that's one more than what OD rolled.
Yeah.
So.
Is that thing heavy?
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
I've got.
you investigate?
I'm
You
You could
sorry,
just
so,
put it on
like,
the
walk
ground
around
and
the
drag it
corridor.
by
Do I
its
see
tail.
secret
Nah,
doors?
that's
No.
rude.
Nothing goes
No,
off?
it just
Okay.
seems like it's an empty room.
But we can't let her go tell.
Yeah.
I
House
mean,
Divine.
if I dipped a crossbow in some of the drow
Finger to the
poison,
neck
I
means
might
death.
just kind of make her sleep a bit longer.
There is the ajar silver door in the antechamber.
I might do anyway.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Cool.
And the tunnel. So you guys have the map that I kind of showed you guys that I started drawing.
Graph
You
paper
put on
one.
your
You
side.
got not that one.
Do I have it? I have it. So the tunnel you guys came in leads to this large arcing,
Yeah.
like there's a huge circle here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the antechamber that leads to the crystal room.
Yep.
This is the prism room. This was a door that was open when you came in.
Yeah.
So not only is there this door, there's also this corridor and there's this corridor.
Oh, right.
It's just that when you come out here, you can kind of sort of see this room from here.
Mm.
Right. So it's kind of the first. It's
Right. It's the first thing we saw.
do not look at this drawing unless you can imagine it much better. Because it's so crude that I'm embarrassed by my own.
I mean, don't you have a beautiful one?
You
that-
apologize.
I do. It's
for
gorgeous, but you
crudity
cannot
of
see
the
it
map.
until
Yeah.
you've explored the whole thing. And then I'm like, Viola or
Let's go look at it.
Violenta?
Violentia.
Oh,
All right, well, let's go
let's
explore
go
the other
exploring,
room so
come
we can see the cool
Yeah.
map.
Yeah. Pick a room, any room.
I think we're picking the ajar door, right?
Yes, in the antechamber.
Yeah.
I wave by Violentia as we go through the room again.
This is.
She just goes like that.
She's like, good luck. Was there anything in the?
No.
Oh.
Nothing. There was, yeah.
Why did I run this way? Oh my.
Perhaps we should kill that one too.
I agree, sir.
Roaster for information.
Then we'll kill her.
All for killing that lady. But not the dragon.
So yeah, there's a
Yeah, I
silver
don't kill that
door.
one either.
It is ajar. It leads to a metal room. Right, it is also circular. It's the same size and dimensions as the room with Lady Violentia in it.
Okay.
Except instead of being a marble, it's metal. And it looks as though there are bumps and uneven surfaces all throughout it. And closer inspection reveals that there was something much like the rest of this dungeon that has all these figures and symbols carved along the walls. There was something here, but it has been pounded flat. The metal has been pounded flat by tools. But it's hard to see.
So it looks like beaten metal. Like
Hammered
that's what the
metal or
bumps,
something?
the irregular.
Well, it's like, you can it's imagine a coin with a face on it and text on it, and then if somebody took that coin and just beat it so that eventually you couldn't see the face anymore. Maybe there was something there once. Maybe there was writing here once, but all you see now is the is the hammer.
So it was like something in here and it was trying to beat its way out. Like this is where they imprisoned the Hulk or something.
Interesting.
Is the floor metal too?
Yep, and the ceiling.
What kind of metal is it?
Well, are you going to go in and investigate?
I'm going to go in and investigate.
Yeah, go on.
So,
Who's going in?
I'm way out.
I'm going in.
I'll take a step in.
I'm in. 16 plus 20.
You notice the same thing you noticed before, which is the floor and the ceiling are both convex and concave.
Okay.
Other than
What
that,
that means.
It means that they're rounded.
No, I mean like what it means.
What is it?
Fuck off. Hang on.
I don't know what that means. Means they're rounded. What's the soup du jour? It's the soup of the day. That sounds delicious. I'll have that. You notice. Actually, it's who's going. You 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That it.
Right.
Oh.
Judge. Stop. Judge.
Yeah.
Matt. It starts to get cold in here. The temperature drops dramatically.
Well, it's nice for me then.
Oh no. Smoke.
Whatever that is.
Oh, that's
Except
what I'm
they're not this big. They are how big am they?
Oh God.
They're 1 square big.
They're little
But
ghosties.
these, well, I mean, What book might this be in?
Smokes.
Smoky boys.
Snakes.
Snake. Bloody hell.
Giant snake.
Snake.
Bloody hell. Ick.
Ick.
How much do you miss saying bloody hell every 2.5 seconds?
Bloody hell.
He doesn't miss it, is the answer to that question.
Yeah.
'Cause
He doesn't have
does
to
it.
because he still says it. Snake.
Yeah, you see this cloud. It looks very like that, except it's man-sized. It's not huge like that. And it is, it materializes. There are, I think, 3 of them. And they materialize around the 3 of you, almost like condensation. And rippling through the smoke are these blood red veins. And it otherwise lacks any distinctive feature. Inert.
Okay.
Is that basically what I described?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And
It starts to rain on you,
Blood.
and you feel very sad.
each one of them move into your space, and the rest of you see Boots and Judge and Leech enveloped in these red pulsing clouds. See you folks next week.